he did that, people not gonna be able to see me take the four-way right now for you. Brush my hair in place real quick. Let me get my phone. No, comb it. Comb it. Comb it. If y'all saying something against that, I don't know what to tell you. Comb it. They want you to comb it, bro. Comb that shit. Shut up. They want them to comb it. Tell them comb that shit. Oh no, bro. You gotta take your foot away. You can't brush it. Take your foot away. Tell them comb that shit. Carla, what up? So what's poppin'? What's up, sis? You gotta come straight out the rag. Nah, comb it. Don't get your straight out of the rag trying to dictate how I take my foot away just because you take your foot away like that. I gotta take my foot away like you. As long as I ain't showing the dirty. You combing right now. You ain't combing right now. Why you ain't combing? They want my boy. They want my. Tell my boy be combing. Oh. Yeah, BY, you be able to see my. That better leave that man alone. That better leave that man alone. What's good, Sam? What's good, Sam? Tap in. Tap in. If you ain't doing nothing, tap in immediately. Immediately. That's it right there. That's it right there. What's the topic, the lunch rush, whatever you want it to be. What do you want to talk about? I got some things in mind, you know what I'm saying? But what do you want to talk about? Jug was popping. That's the link right there. Let me come to the top. If you ain't tapped in, tap in. Tap in. What we doing? All right, get this out of here. Where we at? Let's go to YouTube so we can make sure we get this going. Let's get this joint. Let's get this joint. I know GZ live. Taking it. Taking it. Taking it. Jeff, I see you. What's up, my boy? What's up, my boy? What's up, my boy? What you scouting? You trying to see what I'm looking like? You trying to see what's going on with me right now? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm scouting. I see what the vibe is. I know what's up with you, man. I know what's going on with you, man. I'm here at the library and I get okay, okay. Hey, say less, do your thing, man. Flex that hoodie real quick, man. The hoodie is here. Everything is here. If you on site later tonight, it's here. I got it all. Hold on. Ay, 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 ay. It's here now. We got the gray zip ups. We got the gray zip ups. You know what I'm saying? With the little yeah, I mean on the chest there. I mean, I gotta take pictures of these, so we good. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it on the site when I get off of here. I gotta do that. What's this? This is an off the shoulder sweatshirt. Ain't that a bitch? That's an off the shoulder. I ain't got some leg pullover joints. That's crazy. And I thought a pudding cat. The red zips, white strings. Yeah, they going dummy. You know they're on the sleeve. They going dummy. And I got the blue, the navy blue zips, white strings, white zips. They going crazy. They going crazy. And these same colors go with the solid joint. I thought I had the gray, but I grabbed the wrong one. So bear with me. But yeah, this is the blue, that navy blue strings. So they won't put them on the site. I take pictures of this stuff, so I'm gonna do all that when I get off of here. The red joint, the sleeve of 22. You know the vibe, man. Pretty joint. You know what I mean? They going crazy. They going crazy. Got a cram. I'm doing a sale too, man. I'm gonna have those for $100. Zip up and the pullover joints. It's gonna be on. They're gonna be $100 for the set. The sweatsuits is gonna drop down to 80. I'm gonna let them go for 80. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna show some love for December. Cause come January, it's up! It's up! And I only got two sizes. I got two of each size. That's all I got. So when it go up, be on it. I'm trying to tell you right now. I only got two of each size. So I got the red, I got the zip ups in 4 colors, I got the pullovers with 4 colors, sets, right? They're $100 each. Only got 2 in each color per size. So when they go up, be on it. Be on it. I love that blue one, that gray one the most for sure. I was like, oh, the damn to get it before the 20th. What's today? The 12th? Yes, she will. I'm gonna mail them out tomorrow. So they'll be there in like 3 days. So tomorrow's Tuesday. You'll get it by Friday. For sure. What's up? Oh, it's exclusive. It's exclusive. When is this? I'm gonna be dropping it. I'm gonna be doing the pictures tonight. So honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be doing everything today when I get off of here. So I'm probably gonna end up dropping it tonight, but knowing me, it'll probably be by the morning time. I'll be at work doing it in the middle of the night. So what's gonna end up happening is come tomorrow morning, they're gonna be live. You know what I'm saying? So today, Banks, I mean, it's like this. It's like this, right? So I don't want to sell them like right now because I gotta get my inventory right. So I don't want to sell you some shit and then when I go to, you know what I mean? So right now it's 2 of everything. So I can just put 2 down for the quantity for everything. But if I start, yo, I got you this and I can't. I'm gonna mess up. Somebody's gonna get tight. Somebody's gonna order something and I ain't gonna have it and I have to refund them. They're gonna be tight. So tomorrow morning, everything will be set. Like I had a long weekend, man. I had a fucking long weekend, man. I had a fucking Friday. I was off. I had some shit I had to do. Break out of this shit right here. Let's get to the business. I had a fucking fashion show on Saturday. Friday all day I was getting myself together. Fucking mock tables and getting my shit together. You know, see what's gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? Setting up everything, getting all my models together, figuring out what they wanted to do, how they wanted to do it, how we was gonna do it, how I wanted it. You know what I mean? What was comfortable for them. I need my Arlo in now. I need my strong J. I need my strong J in this bitch now. Demo, hold on, let him talk. T Money, what's good, baby? What's good, Drina? What's popping? What's popping? So yeah, man, it was cool to like it was a pop-up shop fashion show that I got into. You know what I mean? I had a table set up and I was able to get in this fashion show. Yo, that shit is real. Salute to people who be doing that shit. Like it just made me realize that I don't ever want to do a pop-up shop. Ever. I don't ever want to do one. As far as like coordinated and set it up. Salute to Cito. Salute to Fluff when she was doing. I don't want to do that. It's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot going on. You know what though? Maybe when I seen the shorty who was doing it, she was overwhelmed. Probably because of the fashion show part. So she had her own. She was in it. She had a table and she was in the fashion show. So what it is like I felt like she should have been able to. she didn't have nobody there to help her. Well, she did, one person, but as far as like everything should have been, she should have had a team of people, somebody handling the models, somebody handling the tables, somebody dealing with this, dealing with that, different people coming in. Da, 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 da. So, but it was just her by her, another guy, and it was a lot. It was a lot, and I don't think I ever want to do that. I don't know if I do. We definitely gotta have our 4 or 5 niggas in place. Like, yo, we all gonna get this shit. We all gonna get this shit. Babe, can you zoom in on the? Can you zoom in? No, I can't. I cannot zoom in on the camera. Yeah, but for instance, in Spanish, because I'm in Mexico. Ay, ay, ay. They said, ay, ay, ay. Say less. Say less, Maisha. Light flex. Light flex. I'm in Mexico. So the commercials in Spanish. She said she's somewhere where there's no mosquitoes. She said Maisha's somewhere where there's no mosquitoes. Say less. But yeah, it was cool. For me, it was like it was good, a good networking opportunity. I did not do well sell wise. What it was that the people who was throwing it, who threw it, it was a decent turnout. But what it was that everybody who was there was affiliated with a brand. You know what I'm saying? So there wasn't a lot of customers there, if that makes sense. There was a lot of models and family members that came out to support. But then, you know what I mean? And the other BOBs who was there, who had their tables, like, it was a lot of like, it was a lot of, it was a lot of models and people who was in the fashion show. That was the majority of the people there. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I sold like one sweatsuit. I sold one off the shoulder. That was pretty much it. Like, I only sold like 2 things. But I mean, I met some people. I met one dude who had a brand. His table was next to mine, so he do a lot of pop up shops and stuff like that. So what I mean, we connected. I met this girl. She was a graphic designer. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna holler at her. I'm gonna keep her. And there's another lady who has a boutique. She doesn't have any brand. She doesn't have a specific brand, but she has a boutique. So she just models some pieces that she sells in her boutique. Um, but she has a building. So she was like, yo, anytime you want to come here and set up at my building, let me know. Charge you about $100. You know what I'm saying? You come in, you set your table up, and then it's whatever. So I got I got that connect. She out of Maryland. She in Glen Burnie, or I think she's in maybe Glen Burnie or Bowie. I'm not sure, but she's not far from me, an hour and a half from me. So I said, all right, got that info. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was cool. You know what I mean, as far as the talking and all that type of stuff. But like sale wise, again, it wasn't enough customers there. Like people who was just there just to buy. It wasn't none of that. You know what I mean? It wasn't enough of that. But it was definitely dope. I just popped over my last bottle of Harlem. Thank God I got another on the way. You should have also purchased some as well. You know what I'm saying? Harlem, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? But let's get to the shits, man. Yo, what's going on, man? What's going on? You know what I mean? My nigga Kato put the post up for the calling all team members. That was dope. That was dope. That was dope. Jeezy was on here crying the last time I was on here about him not being mentioned and and he's not being thought of and why he's not here. So I said, cool. So boom, you go represent us. You go sit at that table and you go represent us. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we have, somebody who is out here battling, moving around. You know what I'm saying? You go represent us. You go to that conference and you represent WTBD. We all trust. You know what I mean? The squad trusts your input. We trust your knowledge. We trust that you're going to, say what needs to be said and give your opinion according to what we all believe to be, you know what I'm saying, real or in agreement of. You know what I'm saying? So those of y'all that was in that actual chat, in that conference call, or whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully, there wasn't nobody in there being on fly on the wall. That's hopefully. Hopefully, there wasn't nobody in there like this. You know what I'm saying? Because, we need input. We need action. You know what I'm saying? Especially the way things is going right now and the things that's leading up to the future. Judging is going to be very fucking important. Very fucking important. Because shit's about to get really fucking serious. So it's just to the point where it's like, yeah, right now it's easy to fucking lose a battle, come on here or not. You know what I mean? Go back to your chat like, yo, that's some bullshit. Whatever the case may be, and leave it alone. But as we progress and things start getting more serious and other things start to get involved in this more moving parts, it's not going to go well. It's not going to go well. A bad vote will not go well. Let me clean my fucking camera. I'm feeling like it's dirty. Possibly is. Let me clean my shit. I feel like I'm feeling real cloudy, cloggy, dark right now. But I want to look at the actual the drop. There we go. There we go. Now we good money. All right. Kato dropped the he dropped the doc. You know what I mean? The downloadable doc. So for everybody to look at, take a look at. So I want to talk about. I have not seen it, but I want to look at it and I want to see what it looks like on here with y'all. You know what I mean? And see if it's anything that we like or don't like. You know what I'm saying? And then also, if this is what we're doing, let's make sure that we're doing it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, if this is going to be the standard, let's make sure that we hold people accountable for what's really happening right now. All right. All right, cool. So this is the doc. Let's get the doc going. All right. No. I want to open that up. Let's get rid of that. I don't want to save it. Cancel that. I don't want to save it. I guess I gotta save it. All right. I had to save it. All right, cool. We're here now. Can we zoom in on this? No, let's get out of this. Oh, okay, I accept. Next. Don't send optional data. Done. All right, cool. All right, let's get this up. All right, I'm going here. I want to see what's going on. I haven't read it. I have not seen it, but we're gonna go over it together. Y'all with that? I'm with that. Honestly, I love the way Wave of Thrones 6 voting went. I think it went dope as well. Okay, Big T said it was a dope layout for the menu. It was crazy. A lot of good dialogue. Didn't offer much. I read that joint. Okay. All right. Voting history. Okay, we get on that. Categories. Is this the old one? Let's go back to. I want to make sure this is what it is. Let's go back to this. All right. Is this the old one? Shout out to our sponsors, team leaders, and the overall community. The best part is we can add and revise anytime we need to. We're also in the process of putting together proper penalties for people. Okay, for competitors getting caught. All right. So this is it right here. This is what they're doing. All right. During the Facebook earlier form errors were simple as voting left, right, up, down with no explanation. Furthermore, pictures submitted were never in uniform, making the voting process more complicated. Throughout the years, the community worked together in creating categories for voting process. In these categories, voters have the ability to break down and explain the main elements for each wave pattern. Categories, reference will break down this category in detail. Since voters, everyone has a perspective on wave battles. Combining these categories along with your unique perspective will result in a legitimate vote. I agree. All right. So connections, probably the most important category for a few reasons. There are other categories in one way or another tied to this category to help determine the best overall connections. As a voter, when it comes to this category, there are a few attributes that should be considered when voting. A fork. A fork is when two waves connected at one point, making a single wave. The less forks, the better. but forks are not the end of the verdict of this category. It's important that I mention forks may appear in grain, and some might look like a fork is breaking. Here are a few examples of what a fork looks like. Okay, all right, all right, all right. See, the uniformity attribute bridge uniformity. The attribute helps bridge how other categories are connecting, depending on the location of the fork, hindering the crown. Definition of few flow categories. Waves that look like wrinkled, have a wrinkled look, have minor breaks impact of the category depending on who's voting. Some waivers even have to fight off count links to tighten uniformity. Few examples of uniformity are listed below. Okay. So this is like the dealing with the flow, or as far as no, these are more forks. Yes. Okay. Texture is an ideal scenario where with similar textures make it easier to vote, count forks, decide based on who has the most or least forks. In other cases, most often you'll find matches that do have completely different textures. Comparing the two textures, this is when fork. Okay, they doing this. This is when the fork ratio comes into play. All right, we doing this. All right, fork ratio. Of course, waiver A got 12 waves. He has 5. So 12 waves, 2 forks. B, 6 waves, 1 fork. A ratio. I see what's going on here. All right. So with the fork to wave ratio, they're saying like, okay, he got 12 waves, he got 2 forks. He got 6 waves, he got 1 fork. Same. It's the same. Okay. Okay. I get that. But again, if that's what we're doing, let's make that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Cato revamped it. Okay. That's what I'm saying. If this is what we're doing, if we're doing fork to weight ratio, let's make sure we're doing that. But again, we just need more context on this as well. And it's good that we having a conversation because we need more context on this. So is it always going to be what is the standard? What is the standard for the fork to weight ratio as far as the number? What's the count? You feel what I'm saying? So we're doing 6 and 12. Okay. What if somebody got 12? What if it's 12 and 4? What if it's 13? What if it's 11 and 4? Like we need to come up with a is it double? As far as this one term that deals double or more, like what is that? Like let's make sure that when y'all reconvene, we just need more clarity on an actual this you put one term. Let's not use numbers, just one term. Somebody has double the waves of the other wave, and then fork to wave ratio comes into play. Because what if he got 8 and he got 6 waves? What are we doing there? Is that the same? You know what I mean? That's the question that we need to address as a whole, in my opinion. All right, flow, and also with the waves, also with the forks in the connection category, we need to also talk about what we like to say is a missed wave, something that it's going, but it has a space in between it. There's no definedness in between those waves. It's stopping it. It's not a full connect. So we also need to make sure that when the leaders and when they get back together again, I mean, I will inform Jeezy who is representing us, in that room to make sure that and again, y'all do this too. Y'all make sure that y'all talk to y'all. Those of y'all that's on teams. If whoever's representing your squad at that table, talk to them. Read this shit and talk to them. Make sure when y'all reconvene, make sure you mention this. Make sure you mention that. Can you also get some more clarity on this right here? Because if niggas is going in, they going in with what they see. If they understand it and you don't, that's a problem. You feel what I'm saying? So again, and also if you want a team, don't just go off for the fucking with a nigga telling you, yeah, we just what we doing now. Read that shit. Because we don't want no issues later on down the road. You gonna look like an ass. Oh, I don't understand. Bro, it's in the fucking handbook. It's in the handbook. You ain't read it. It's on you. It's on you. I don't understand. It's in the handbook. And if it's not in the handbook, it should have been something that you communicated with your team leader about. So when they reconvene, that could have been brought up. And you could have got understanding about that. Straight like that. All right. Where we at? This is Forks. Okay. We on Crown. All right. In the event of two waivers having the same ratio, voters must in the event of waivers having the same ratio, voters must lean on uniformity and personal perspective to assist when deciding your vote. Okay. The Crown. This is another category that plays into more than one category. Depending on the pattern, this category can be approached the same way you would vote on connections. Crowns can be judged slightly different based on the degree of difficulty. It's advised to use this rule of thumb when voting on crowns. A swirl should be judged on how many waves touch the center with a crown. A hive should be judged off the inner ring in the 2 to 3 waves, in the following 2 to 3 waves. Okay. Here's an example of crowns you'll see on the battlefield. All right. Beehives. We could have got a more direct shot. Kato. Okay. Swirls. C. Also, let's talk about the crown. Let's talk about that. Is there enough information in there? I'm asking y'all. Let's have the dialogue. If those of you want to tap in, the link is at the top of the comments. Please tap in. I'm here for it. I don't think that's enough dialogue. For the crown. I don't think it's that simple. Like I don't think it's that simple. You know what I'm saying? All right, what are we talking about here in the comments? Let's get to the comments. I want to see what y'all talking about. All right. I'm sorry. I've been flowing. Anyone who knows what that F fork to wave only applies when it's a huge difference. Anyone knows that? Well, okay. No, 6 no 8 and 6 wouldn't apply in my opinion. If they have the million waves, it's only have 6 waves, it definitely applies. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like we should definitely have a term. Like, is it going to be double the waves? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be I don't know, 40% of the waves? I don't know. I feel like, I'm going to mention that to Jeezy so we can get more context on that, on the fork to wave ratio. Just to make it clear, because it's like, that's where we are right now. You know what I mean? We don't want to be going off of, well, it should be. Nah, it should be. Or I thought it was going to be. Or I'm thinking it. Nah, we need to know black and white what this shit is about. Fork to wave ratio, if one wave has double the waves, then this is what the fuck is going on. You have to use this if they have double the waves. You know what I'm saying? And we going off of what? Off the top? Going off the sides? What are we basing that off of? Off the top shot. We basing the waves from the top shot. Because as you know, you're not gonna have the same waves in your top as you're gonna have in your sides. Based on the hairline situation, you may have that. So your wave may come and get cut off. You may have 2 extra waves on your top, or extra wave on your top on the hairline. So all that stuff needs to be. I feel like we need to be talking about that. That needs to be clarified, in my opinion. Again, I'm going to be relaying this information to whoever is representing my squad, and y'all do the same. Agree, Cito. Man, voting has become so much more involved. When I came in the game, it was pick sides, crowd, keep it moving. Yes, the time has changed. And T Money, things is about to get real. It's getting real. So it's like we need to have this shit in place. This is a great time to be doing this. This is perfect time, because going into the next season, going into future tournaments and stuff like that, it's going to be some big shit on the line. So niggas ain't listen, man. It's about to get real. That's all I'm gonna say. If a new battle waiver joins the team, it's that team's responsibility to make sure he gets a voting handbook before voting or battling. I fucking agree with this. To the fucking max. If a new battle waiver joins the team, it's the team's responsibility to make sure that they get the voting handbook before voting or battling. You should not be voting. You shouldn't be battling. You don't even know what you're looking at. Chill out. Read this. Is this the revised version? This is what I'm thinking it is. $547, what's going on?
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
You got me in here quick.
What's up?
So you got me in here quick.
Oh, you want me to wait a little bit? You got something you got to do?
Well, no, I was over here getting myself stuff together.
You good? You good with it? Tap in when you're ready.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put you on mute till you get right.
No, you good. I got you.
All right. So this voting is for all pages or just ES. I know that. I mean, I can't speak for other pages, but I do know WRL and Major League Waving will be adapting to this because we got team leaders in there. So I don't see why it will be an issue. I don't see why it will be an issue if I don't see why it's an issue to not use it for Major League Waving. You know what I'm saying? If the guys who are in Major League Waving are a part of the table, I don't see why we can't transfer it over to that as well. I know again, WRL2 will be doing that. We will be going to this. So again, I don't know. I can't speak for Royal Leafs. I can't speak for WCW or BC, but I'm sure if it makes sense, it makes sense. But if it don't, if you feel as though there's some things in here that you don't want to abide by, or admins don't want to really accept, or whatever, or maybe it's hate. Let's talk about that another day. It is go sit down, or can I tap in? Tap in, my brother. You in here? Tap in. Don't create a gray area. Let's not create a gray area. That's a fact. Let's keep it black and white. Let's not leave no room for somebody to be like, well, it don't say, or I thought. No, we ain't doing that. Bro, when you expect people to actually, bro, then you expect people to actually be able to count waves. It's like this. You vote, Donovan. People who voting, if you can't count waves from on a top shot, you know what I'm saying? You can't count waves on a top shot. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna mess the counting up on those waves. I guarantee it. I mean, we gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then we need to listen. Anybody who's voting just to motherfucking, you know what I mean, that to remedy that, we're gonna need y'all to step into this. We're gonna need y'all to read from the third line down, start from left to right. God damn. It definitely makes sense. Facts. What's good, folks? What's on, Nicole? Oh, I missed the part about the top shot. I can dig that. Okay, yeah. All right, let's go. Hey, yo, what's going on? Say what you got. So you want input on this, or you in here?
No, I actually seen it when he. I was in the chat and I liked it. It was really professionally writ. It was well thought out. Shoot, I didn't really have too much to say about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I ain't been in the game longer than everybody else, so you know, everybody's opinion wasn't the same. But right. I liked it. Yeah, I liked it though.
All right. Now is what I'm saying now. Have you been listening to what I've been saying?
A little bit. I tapped out for a second.
Okay. When I was talking about as far as the fork ratio and stuff like that, did you hear any of that?
Yeah, I did hear that part. Now with fork ratio, I know it's not going to be used in every battle. It's really for straight hair versus like coarse hair, medium hair stuff, basically, from my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I take back what I said earlier. That I think that needs to be more clear in there, so it's not used on every battle.
I agree. And again, what I was saying was that it needs to be an actual term. So Addy Lucito said, to prevent any gray area. Is it double the waves? Is it, percent of the waves? Like what is the let's get there. Let's not say, oh, this person got no. Let's make it to where everybody understand what's going on. Understand what we're doing here. Jeez, what's the word?
What's good?
Now you have been listening. What's going on, Jeez? How you feeling?
Good. What do you got the old?
I don't know. For what I'm seeing, this was posted 4 days ago.
I think you do, to be honest.
You got
why you're not seeing it?
Yeah.
This is posted 3 days ago.
Especially on the Crown.
This is posted 3 days ago.
Yeah, because I had made some suggestions on the Crown.
Yeah.
And they changed it. So
maybe he didn't release that.
Yeah.
But you could do that. You could go off of that one and just say,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't see anything. Yeah, this is 5 days ago. and then he re-released it 2 days after that. I guess he had talked to y'all. So again, I don't see anything else after that. Any
Yeah, he been at a
he's
post
probably
group.
still typing. Kato, if you in here, let me know something. All right, but I'm gonna keep going on for this. All right. Again, I feel like speaking on the crown, what suggestions did you make as far as the crown, G's?
Instead of it being like as many forks touching the crown,
Yes.
how many forks are in that crown picture going into that crown? You got to count the crown and bring in all of the categories,
Facts.
connections, flow, definition, yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
all the categories.
I agree. And I felt like that wasn't enough context. Let's just not leave it as that. Well, we also, and again, that goes back to connections as well. That needs to be something. I don't know where they want to stick it in at, but as far as like any way that does not meet, that does not actually go into the crown, what is that called? What is that?
Yep.
Those are all should be penalized. There may not be a fork, but it is a connection issue. It stops.
Yep.
3 inches before the crown. So again, just like I was saying, we also, and again, I'm gonna give you some notes to take back whenever they reconvene. G's, we speak about the connections and about as far as a miss wave and something that's totally that's not connected. It may not be a fork, but it's not connected. It's not a complete wave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Something that again, when y'all reconvene, I could definitely go over that. And
but wouldn't you say that has something to do with definition?
But it's a definition. But but the thing about it is, let's talk about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that what was it? Because I was trying to see if there was a different version of that, but I gotta remember what chat is in. Damn it.
I was talking about missed waves or waves that, or think of, or even if it's a wave that doesn't go into the crown, because we've seen waves that don't go into the crown. They fall short a little bit. So would that be a connections issue or would that be a definition issue?
And I mean, just off my experience, it's a lack of definition. If I was voting on it, it would be a lack of definition, not a connection, not a fork, is what I'm saying.
So if it's not a fork, it can't go against connections.
So if it's not a fork, then I feel like it should go against definition and definition and flow at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's to the point where it's like, are we can you interject 2 categories? Can you count something for two categories? Okay, this be accurate. That's a definition issue. Like that's just what it's gonna be. Now your flow might be off because of that. So I mean, I guess I'm saying the same thing y'all saying. So all right, I get it.
I feel like at the end of the day, we still got this handbook, but it's still gonna be opinion or what preference. That's the word I'm looking for. It's still gonna be preference based because like you said, at that point, because if I'm voting and Jeezy might take it as a definition issue, but then I might take it as, okay, maybe they got similar definition issues and this is small, so I'm going to count this somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Something of that nature.
I agree.
But you know, even with that though, Cito, the end result is going to be the same. I feel like the end result should always just be the same, even though it's those little things like that. Because you go, it got to be a close battle for it.
Like if it's
got to be a close.
That's something that you would nitpick at that point, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's where we are right now in the game. Every battle is close.
Yeah.
Like every battle is you have to nitpick.
I don't feel like
every battle ain't close. I'm not saying every battle, but the when we get deep into these tournament rounds, we get deep into the championship.
Yes.
This is Maisha Ditto. What are we looking at here? Like, wait a minute, Shanika and Nicole, what are we looking at here?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait a minute. Wait, we need to take a step back from this for a minute. Like now again, me versus you, I get that, G's. People would definitely just automatically just vote for me over you any day. But it's like, when they get deeper in the rounds, and then I can start going up against tougher people. You know what I mean?
So wait a minute, what you trying to say at this point?
Yeah.
He get it. He know the
Because
vibes.
I'm feeling the shade, okay? I don't know
He
if
know the
somebody else
vibes.
is catching
He
it.
know I'm smoking him.
Yo,
You know?
Hey,
You know
hey,
that?
I'm going
I
with it.
think- I think-
I'm gonna go with it.
we gonna talk about it.
Hey,
He was in his bag. I wasn't going.
Right, he was on it. That's why I was
He
like,
was-
that ain't
he
nobody
was
gonna stop
on
this
it.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. You see, he ain't say no.
He
You know
had,
what I'm saying?
he
He know
had,
better.
he had
He
the
know
moment.
better
Had the
because this next
momentum.
collab you put up on the screen ain't gonna go well. It's not gonna go well. You thought Donovan gave you 6? Wait till I see what I'm gonna do. Wait till you see what I'm gonna do.
Okay,
Like
talk
that.
heavy then, Banks. Oh, you talking.
Yo,
Okay, are you
Thanks, this is my
chatting?
show.
I'm just letting
Chatting,
them know.
huh?
Anyway,
My show.
carrying on, moving on. You know what I'm saying? Moving on.
But no, I don't feel like everything is gonna be a tie. Like I hate when
Yes.
it's like a tie because it ain't no
Yes.
such thing as a tie. I ain't
You
even gonna
have
hold
to
you
be.
because
Yeah.
everybody's patterns is different. Nobody's pattern look exactly the same as somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? You done seen a million versions of the Beehive. You done seen a million versions of 540s. Whatever. Ain't
That's a
nobody
fact.
shit tying that much.
That's a fact. So the
You
thing
know what I'm
about
saying?
it is like this,
Somebody's
though.
is better than the other. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's what it's got to get back to. I don't know if it was like that before, but it's supposed to be the best of the two. Okay. Somebody's top shot is better than the others. Somebody's, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's got better connect, somebody got better flow. You know what I'm saying? Whether I don't care if you got a nitpick down to one little bend behind the ear or whatever. Like, come on,
Why
man.
y'all?
Sorry,
bend behind
sorry,
the ear?
Jeezy,
I feel like
sorry.
that shot.
Take it, take it, take
It's
it,
always a bend behind the ear.
take it, take it. All right.
My bad, my bad.
But I feel
That
like
was the first thing that popped in my head. I'm sorry.
I most definitely
But
think
you got
that
a point there.
I literally had an image
that meeting should not
behind
be
your
the
ear.
only meeting. I definitely think that should definitely should be some more some more time that y'all have together. Y'all should be reconvening more and more, or like at least every weekend or every other week. Especially because again, there's so much stuff that y'all that isn't talked about. You know what I mean? That's actually missed. So I feel like, again, the team squad mates, teammates, the guys that's not in the meetings. If you have a question, if you have an issue, or you wondering about something, or you have input, talk to your team leader. Make sure that you get that information to the guy who's in those meetings so that they can speak to you, and we can get clarity. Because it may not just be you who have that same. You know what I'm saying? So let's just make sure that we do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't think that it's the end all be all as far as that that conference or whatever was going on in the chat.
No.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? We definitely got to go back and make sure we get it right. And this just through us having these conversations is a big help because I need you to go back. I want to know. I want to make sure we get some clarity on missed waves. What are we counting that as? And again, if this is what we're doing, let's do it. If it's a definition issue, cool.
Let's do it.
It's a definition issue. If it's a connection issue, cool. Whatever it is, just make it clear for the voter to know what it is that he actually is voting on,
Yeah.
or how to vote. What do I call this situation right here? So,
Banks, you not in there?
you representing us, Gigi.
What?
You don't want to represent us?
No.
It's a few of y'all in there. It's a
I
few.
feel like it was.
Right.
Few of y'all
I
in
don't
there.
know about.
Power Circle in there.
Will is in there?
Yeah.
You in there, Banks?
I'm not in there.
Banks is not in there.
Yeah.
I'm not in
He's
there.
not.
No.
I don't see why you're not in there.
Did he report to the post?
Right. Yeah,
I
he did. He
tagged
tagged
Jeezy.
me.
Oh, well, I don't know
He
that.
tagged me.
I tagged Jeezy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why then.
I didn't know Will was in there. Is Will been speaking up?
Yeah. He said a few things,
Okay.
But everybody was pretty much in agreement. But now that, like I said, now that y'all bringing up other stuff that is important that nobody thought about, so now it's it's time to reconvene again. Like
Let's
it's not
talk
set in
about it.
stone.
Right.
It's not set in stone until we
Of
get as
course.
close to the mark as possible.
Of course. Let's take these notes. Let's jot some shit down. Basically,
Definitely
the
take
new
it.
votes will take away from the voting, from the favoritism votes. No, we're gonna have that still. Which I gotta understand, my boy EY. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to EY, always coming in showing love, man. For real, for real.
You
Um, I don't think it's gonna take away from the. I don't think it's gonna take away from. It's never gonna be that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have bias votes. We still gonna have people voting a little bit left outside of what's going on, but now
It's
it's
gonna
like
be
this.
visible.
If you see, if it's
Yeah.
gonna be obvious now.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna be obvious.
super obvious now because now people can go and be like, wait a minute, bro. People already was saying, wait a minute, but there was no standard of voting,
No.
whatever.
So somebody can give a bullshit explanation
Yeah.
and be okay with it.
Yeah.
So now it's like, oh, I gave him definition because he got some areas, that waves aren't connecting, so I had to hit him on connect. No, that's not a connection vote. Go sit down. Go sit down. You know what?
Why I don't vote?
Take him off. Take him off the list. Take him off the list. Take him off the list. All right, let's go back to it. All right. Crown. We talked about crown flow. This category explains how well the waves flow from the crown to the hairline. Just like when connections, crown, and definition plays, just like connections, crown, and definition, flow plays well into those other categories when looking critically at battles. When judging flow, it's advised to pay attention to detail and point out anything that disturbs the flow.
Now, I think this category here is what's going to be making the difference because, some people, the whole flow and crown go together and all that other stuff. This is what's going. I believe this category is what's going to make the difference. This one really mattered a lot. Not that the rest of them didn't matter, but I feel like this one really mattered because, like I said, you got some people whose flow don't start until way out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a great general definition of it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yep.
But now we need to get into let's get some more context. You know what I mean? Underneath the actual definition of flow. So people always say it starts from crown out. We see that right there, but it's like, okay, oh man, I can't. It's crazy because I've been looking at battles all the time. So
Look
now, huh?
Look at you.
You said, look at me cheating?
Look at him cheating, y'all.
You coming, bro? You coming?
Oh,
You coming? You coming?
I'm just showing y'all right now. I'm taking my phone away.
Right now.
So
taking it now.
Ain't no excuse.
So y'all know.
I feel like me personally with the flow vote, I feel like I'm thinking like is there some things that need to be clarified on as far as some people get confused when it comes to flow vote.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, is there anything, and those of you in the comments too, speak up. Is there anything about the flow vote that confuses you? Again, also, yeah, even with the squiggly lines and the bent waves behind the ear and things like that. Like I feel like, Evie, I love you, brother. I feel like we need to go into more context with that. Show more what's what I'm looking for? Show more pictures and examples. Give more examples of what a flow issue could be. And I mean, because right now that's the definition everybody's going off of. What I just read is what everybody's going off of, but everybody's remixing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The category explains how well waves flow from the crown to the hairline. Everybody got that. Everybody always says that. Oh, I thought it starts from the crown to the hairline. It does. It does. Just like connections, crown, and definition, flow plays well into those other categories when looking into critical battles. When judging flow, is still advised to pay attention to detail and point out anything that disrupts the flow. Because now we're talking about, I do have something I'm thinking. I am thinking about something. Now, people who see forks, people still saying forks disrupt the flow. People still feel like that. If you got a fork, you have a flow issue. Okay, cool. But I've seen people with forks beat somebody. I've seen people with forks get flow. over somebody who had no forks in that area or whatever, or have less forks. Let me say that. I've seen that. So I just think it needs to be some more context as far as on the flow, as far as the uniformity of the waves. I like to say, are they rapping? Are they really, really symmetrically wrapping around that person's head? Is it really, or do you have some areas that have uh
the bend behind the
the
ear.
bend or bending or squiggly? You know what I mean? And those wouldn't be definition issues. Those are strictly flow issues. Strictly flow issues.
Great
Damn,
job.
the claws drop. Shut up. What's up, Shell? Certain types of forks disrupt flow. I agree with that. I agree. So, Cito, why would you have that up there like that? I just
I need a picture. I need a picture.
Why would you have it up there like that? But yeah, again, that's definitely what the vibe is. So just being able to have more examples and more context on ways that are squiggly, or even if there's a situation where somebody may have that blown out crown, that blown out beehive.
Bye, Jeezy.
Be watch. Be watch. Be watch.
Hey,
Somebody may have that blown out beehive. So it's like, okay, people say, oh, his wave. I think Tito, you said this too. Like, how can you give them flow when their flow is starting from up 3-4 waves from their crown?
Right.
You know what I mean? They have more of a surface area that have no waves.
yeah.
So how can you give that person flow against somebody who does? So we need to definitely, you know what I'm saying? Also, I'm gonna make a note, Jeezy, jot that down. You know what I'm saying? Put that in there.
Because it's like you can have a battle in front of you where you got somebody who's okay. I hate to pick on B Wise here, but it's Jeezy's fault. But because of his crown situation he got going on, his flow of his waves don't start until a few waves out of what. Okay, how can I say this? Of where his waves should be. So I can't count how many waves out they start because the waves aren't there in the crown for me to be able to count them in the first place. So when you come to a situation like that, you got him battling somebody like Jeezy. Well, I'm not even gonna use that as an example because they about to battle. But if you got him battling somebody who has a squiggle or a bend somewhere else, who would you give that flow to? Because you got him, he's in a situation where his flow don't start until waves and waves out. But then you got somebody else who might have 2 bends or 3 bends in their waves. Who will get flow in that situation without seeing it? Of course, this is just a hypothetical.
An example, yeah.
But it makes sense.
Kato said he'd be in here in a minute.
Okay. We don't really need Kato, but don't thanks. Don't thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think about. Like when we talk about that flow, and like when people be tying flow, and it don't necessarily need to be a tie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because think about it. Somebody can have great connections after that flow eventually starts, and they can have a great flow all the way down. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, I feel like be tricking people into thinking like, oh yeah, they got the better flow.
But they ain't got nothing going from the crown.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
it don't make sense.
Yes, sir. So are y'all just watching, or y'all really just have like? I want some questions from the comments. I want some examples from the comments as well. I want everybody to be engaged in this because it's like this. It's 38 people in here. First of all, I hope y'all like, comment, subscribe. First of all, right? Second of all, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing. You cannot bitch. If you ain't said shit about nothing, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. You get cheated out. Well, not cheated, but if you feel like it's a category that you should have won, you don't understand, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Seeing you on the street, don't say nothing. Play with your next party. Don't say nothing.
My bad, B Wise. B Wise said his flow starts 2 waves out.
And he said that Jeezy sees you over there enhancing them photos.
Come on, enhancing.
Yeah.
Oh, before we do that real quick, we got to
Stop doing me like that, please.
I don't think there should ever be a tie on the battle.
BY is gonna take this L though.
Yo, be on the lookout. I got my zip up hoodies and jogger sets that be dropping. I'm gonna say tomorrow. I'm not gonna say tonight. Tomorrow they'll be on the site tomorrow. $100 a set. For the pullover and the zip ups. I got gray. I got the navy blue joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Navy blue. I got the red joint. Getting the zip up, white zipper, white drawstrings on it. Those of y'all who got a set already, I know the quality. Also, I got the regular pullover joints is on deck.
Let's go.
Blue.
Okay.
The navy blue.
Okay. That
Yeah,
look
options.
premium too. Premium.
It's definitely premium.
Come on now. Like that.
Yeah.
Take my money now.
Red,
Banks.
the red is on deck. I got her. What's the name? What's the name? I got her. I know Shannon looking for me, G. Tell her I got her.
Yeah, she looking for you.
Tell her I got her. Don't worry about it. But yeah, the black, and I can't find. I actually picked up the wrong gray, but yeah, I got a gray one. Solid pullover too, with the joggers. Y'all know how the joggers look, man. It's a vibe. Excuse me.
I need to get another one. My daughter likes.
Tomorrow they will be on the site tomorrow for $100. The zip up or the pullover sets, the joggers too.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know how the joggers look, 1 second.
Brief commercial break, y'all.
Good luck.
Come on,
A
break.
waiver. Are you hired before?
This break is brought to you by
Calm down.
Wine.com. Promo code CITO at checkout. It's gonna give you 0% off, but you can still type that in.
These are the gray joints. These are the gray, the white.
Okay,
The
premium.
white drawstring is gonna go for the zip ups. They don't have the front 22 logo on over here. They just have it on the back. The pullover joint got the 22 on the bottom leg, and it'll also have the WA on it as well. But these right here, it's a little less logo for some people who like, I don't like all that extra shit. These are the gray joggers.
What the back part look like?
With
the
the
back-
bottom parts? What about the
bottom
bottom
part
Is
parts?
it tapered at the leg?
Yeah.
On the back of it just has the
Okay.
I'm talking about the booty part. I need to see if it's a pocket.
I didn't know my ass.
it is a pocket back
It's a
there. It's a
pocket.
pocket back there. And on the back
I
of
was
the
at the
leg,
bottom.
maybe
Okay.
on 22.
It's
If
tapered
you
at
get
the
the pullover
end.
joint, the
We got
pullover
the
joint
off
has
shoes.
That's
the
clean.
same. One thing different is it has the 22 here. You get the alumni on the back, and the drawstrings are the same color as the pullover hoodie. So I mean, there are some people who don't like the extra patches and stuff or the extra logo. So I mean, again, tomorrow is the drop date on these, right? So I only got 2 sizes for each color. I got 4 colors, and I got from small to 2X.
Let's go.
So those of y'all that like an extra scoop of gravy, extra scoop of mac and cheese, you know what I mean? The extra side niggas, I got y'all. 2X niggas, I got y'all. And my suits, my regular sweatsuits that I've seen, the sweatshirt and jogger sets with that French blue, that baby blue and yellow, that burgundy and gray, that olive green. Those are gonna be on sale for $80 for the full set. Just for the month of December, the prices is down. Now when we hit February, it's up. Okay. We got this right now. All right. I get it. $80 for the sweatshirt and the bottom and the jogger sets. The hoodie sets is gonna be $100. Tomorrow they will be there. I gotta do a bunch of shit, and so I ain't gonna lie to you and say today. Tomorrow they will be there. Great sweats for Sneaky Links. Okay.
Yeah, look, that's the first thing that came to my mind too.
Great sweats for Sneaky Links.
Wow, y'all
Okay.
hell.
Yo, she could be like, "What's that?"
Wow, y'all hell.
Shit, my shit, Banks. It's already shifted, Reese. Damn, come on here threatening. Why are you threatening me, sir? Why are you threatening me? Sheesh, I already sent it. It should be there. I sent it out the other day. It's gonna come. Don't worry about it. Oh, let's see. When do I see my measurements for my jacket? No measurements needed. Just send me what you need. Send me your size. Let me know what
Oh
patches you
hell
want
no!
on there.
Hold up.
Give me that. I got you.
Hell no. I hold up now, because I'm gonna send my measurements too then.
Nah,
Oh,
I
I was
can't
like, huh?
listen. Whenever I drop whenever I drop whenever I drop the link for the new what's the names, I got all of y'all. Trust me, I got y'all. Because right now it's really really spooky out here, and like those people who got their joints already, it's about to get crazy. Again, I'm gonna say this to y'all. Again, I'm gonna make sure we clear on this. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Okay, so those of y'all who got it for the 150, 180, y'all got blessed. That was a blessing. That was a blessing in the sky. In the skies. I wanted to put this up here. Y'all know who that is. Her shit heavy. Her shit heavy. Her shit heavy.
Whose
Her
is
shit
that?
heavy.
What is that?
That's hard.
Her shit heavy. Her
Well,
shit
we
heavy.
all like, who is that?
Look,
Her shit heavy. Her shit
Hold
heavy.
on, don't
why she get to be different? Wait a
Go
minute.
back.
Her
Hey,
shit
hold on,
heavy.
how we
Her
supposed
shit
to
heavy.
Zoom
go
in.
back to the name.
Yeah, that's tight. That's tight.
Who is that? Who is that with all them patches?
Her shit heavy. Her shit
Man,
heavy. Her
you
shit
know,
heavy. Her shit heavy.
I thought I
Whose
had
was-
friends in this motherfucking game. Nobody told me nothing. Nobody
Whose
said,
was
hey,
that?
Cito, go
She
get
put
the
her
jacket.
order in first. She's
Whose
the
is that?
original order.
That's Imani's fucking jacket.
Damn.
Imani's joint.
Oh.
Imani got the crop top joint, the pink with the baby blue lettering, with the
That's
I
cool.
mean on the sleeve.
Mm,
Yeah, it's different.
mm.
It's
That's
different.
cool.
She said, "Chill, Banks."
Hey,
It's different. It's different. It's definitely
Her ass
different.
ain't shit because she ain't tell me nothing. I swear. Jeezy ain't
Definitely
shit because he
different.
ain't tell me nothing. Who else my friend
What?
in this motherfucker? Where
What?
AG at? Everybody not shit who got theirs didn't tell me nothing.
Hold on, wait a
Bree-
minute. Did he show
Bree-
mine?
Bree shit saucy. Nah, I ain't
Easy,
showing
you got a custom too?
Damn,
Bree
Bree shit
shit.
is nice.
Bree shit
Woo.
saucy.
Dang.
Okay, Bree.
Bree shit saucy. That shit saucy.
Yeah. Hold on.
Bree shit saucy. Yeah, I know who this is. All these fucking patches.
What are these fucking patches? Damn.
That's Brett.
That's Brett shit. That shit ready.
Right, Nicole. Shoot. Just let me get just give me the patches. I'll go make my own damn jacket at this point.
Just give me the patches. We showing yours, G's. We showing yours.
You got no choice.
We showing yours. A lot of extra shit going on. It's different. It's
A whole lot
different.
of extra shit
When
going
you know
on.
the plug, it hit different. It hit different.
That's
It hit different when
2014.
you know the plug.
That's 2014.
It hit different when you know the plug.
You said not 2014.
That 2014 is heavy there, okay? Some of these mugs were still kids at that time, okay? Hold on.
They said
Some people were
big,
still, what way
big
you
cap
can't stand that?
jackets.
What way you
They
can't
said
stand
big
that?
cap jackets. They said big cap. That man hit me up. Man, listen. That man wanted what he wanted, cuz. He wanted what he wanted, cuz. What I was gonna say to him? What I was saying to him, cuz. Listen, those of y'all, that y'all mean, it's a funny story behind the money jacket.
It's a funny story behind it. Why he keep busting her? He
Huh?
keep busting
Nobody
her
told
up.
me nothing. This
Amani
crazy.
said, Amani said, listen, give me that 3 Wave King. I'm campaigning for it right now. I said, you sure? She said, give me that shit, nigga. So when she won, she hit me up. I told your ass, nigga. All right, nigga, you was nervous, though. You was nervous.
You was nervous though.
You was nervous.
Hey.
All right. All right, Kato, man, we back on you, man. He said he listening. What we were just talking about, Kato, before you got here was just about hopefully, and I'm sure you already got this joint. You already gonna be doing this, but just making sure that we reconvene and make sure we get more context on some of these. And I don't know if I have the actual updated joint. I think that this is the one you dropped 3 days ago. So I'm not sure if you're still revising and editing, a more updated copy. But this going off of what we see now. We're gonna just talk about what was dropped already on the pages. But please allow the team leaders to be able to come back and reconvene, and because right now it's a good right now what should be happening is people on the squads and people in the community should be reading this actual handbook, and if they have any questions, give their questions to their team leaders to be able to report back and get more understanding and get more context on some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we almost in a good place. Okay, though, it's a process, bro. It's definitely a process. It's gonna be it's gonna be a couple more meetings to happen. It has to be, in my opinion, for everything to get out there and to where it is no confusion. As Tito would say, there's no gray area. There's no gray area. To where it's all black and white, and this is that, that's this. And if there is a situation where something could be confusing, we tackle that. We come together, talk about it, and then we make adjustments accordingly. But yeah, back to where we at now. We're gonna be on flow. We did flow. Definition. This is tough. Now, okay. I want to say something real quick. Now, this is a little off topic, but I have to say this. My man here, super sticking me, nigga. Bow. Shout out to Kato. 99 cents on that ass. 99 cents on that ass. Shout out to Kato, man. Shout out to Kato. Hey, I want to say this. To my man with the pork chop sideburns right there, man. I think his name is Andre Harper. Or whatever the case may be. Bro, I've been wanting to say this to you, man. I'm gonna say it here, man. Respectfully, man. Bro, you gotta brush more, man. You gotta brush more. I don't think that there's any other thing. I don't think there's nothing else.
Yep.
You gotta brush more, man. You have to brush more.
Man,
You keep posting these pictures about progress and stuff, and I don't see none. And shame to you niggas. Cause he be having like 25, 30 likes on these
shame to y'all
Shame on you
niggas.
niggas, man. Shame on y'all niggas.
I seen
man.
Jeezy lying in the comments. I seen
Oh,
Nah,
did you?
come on now, y'all know I don't do that. It's hard to get a like from me.
I said,
That's a fact.
No, you know what though? You know what who he reminded me of? Solo. He is reminding me of Solo. But Solo, he will be on live brushing, but we don't know what he did after he got off the live.
No, he was an uncompressed waiver. He would just brush and get off and then go about his day. Like with no rag.
I was like, yo, why is he not like Solo started before I started? And I was like, dang, it ain't no way I came in and I got waves and you still rippling.
Yeah, we gotta pray for that man.
Can't be helped.
He has hair loss problem. Okay, I get it. Well, listen here. I apologize but you still gotta brush more. I don't care what nobody say. Hair loss or no hair loss, nigga. This is gonna help you. Get that strong J up in you.
Better put that
That's
sauce.
all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Get it for him, G.
Hey, you know what, man?
Get that strong J out here in your life. That strong J. That's strong J.
Speak on what he do now, but I know when he first started brushing again, somebody asked like what happened to him. He just said he don't know. He just stopped taking care of his hair. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened, but
maybe like it.
The moment I get a patch,
Nate. Yeah, I don't know that for some. He was in our inbox for months before posting. We see the progress. Nate, I don't see no progress. I don't see no progress. Nate, if you're the one lying to him, you need to stop. You need to stop. You are enabling him. You're an enabler. All right, let's get here. All right, definition. Again, we're gonna need this. This cannot be enough.
I need you to get that out your throat first.
He did progress since he first started brushing again, but that was almost 2 years ago. I'm not even gonna hold you. I've been watching him. I can't remember his name off the bat, but I do know who that is. And he been brushing for 2 years.
Yes, he's been around for a minute.
He's been back brushing, should I say, for at least 2 years. Jeezy, how long you been back brushing?
Been
2
back
years.
brushing
2 years, right? The whole pandemic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know I ain't tripping. So that's why I'm like, shit, bro came back around that same time.
Hold on, for real? I've been back for 2 years now.
Yep.
2020.
I didn't know I had this. Thank you.
Nah, but hold on. No.
Yeah.
I scalped during the pandemic.
Yeah, you
I
scalped
scalped.
at the beginning of the pandemic,
Uh-huh.
and then
Okay.
but towards
Okay.
the towards not
Yeah,
towards
okay.
the end of the pandemic, but towards the end of the year, you was
Yeah.
already brushing. You was back brushing.
Right.
All right.
That's real.
Andre Lamar Harper is his name.
That's his name. Yeah, that's his name. I knew.
Okay.
Hey,
Definition. This category explains how defined waves are from the crown to the hairline. This category also goes a step further to pinpoint any thin areas that can disturb connections, flow, or crown. Any thin areas of the pattern will go against them in this category. Below are a few examples of patterns that have definition issues. Facts. Okay. I like that. I take it back. I feel like this summed up a lot of things going on right now. It's just that connections vote needs to be we need to get into as far as like what's a fork and what's not a fork and what is a definition issue and what is not a definition issue. Because normally, me personally, on my man Tyson here, I would count these as forks. Would y'all not?
You talking about the scalp looking parts or what?
And talk about the one with the 3 circles. Talk about Tyson. Let me zoom in a little bit here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to change that color too. I'm blind, man.
Oh, you colorblind?
Look, no, I'm just blind. Period. That's too light for me.
Right there. Now again, also we need to talk about the taper area. Is that what are we doing here?
Wait a minute, y'all not gonna throw 2 years on me. It's only been a year.
We passed that.
Bro, you going on 2 years, bro.
I swear it's been 2
years,
years.
bro. You was rushing the pandemic.
Facts.
Okay. I need y'all to understand something. I have the proof here because I make videos.
Prove it, G.
Let me see the receipt.
Put the receipts up.
Let me see the receipt.
Put the receipts up.
Dang, I don't know how to. Hold on, Ken.
He old. Hold up, y'all. Take some time.
How do you change from the
I don't think you can be an
camera? You can't do it? Nah, I can. Here it is.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Boom. This is when I started.
Man, that don't count. Get out of here. Anyway.
Hell no.
Pandemic brushing, great days, facts.
What
Progress.
are you talking about?
What's the date?
What are you talking about? It got the whole date on here.
No, that don't count.
Oh, it don't count.
Right.
I agree.
I'm not trying to stop his confidence level, but I'm not trying to interfere with that. I just need him to. I want him to brush a little bit more. He also has.
I still got time.
Hair loss issues.
Listen, what? I still got time.
Got hair loss issues now? I don't understand.
Oh my God, Nate.
Everybody got hair loss issues.
I still got time.
Let's go back. We gotta go back in time. That video don't count.
How it don't? Come on, guys.
That video don't count, Jeezy, because the math.
Jeezy, you so proof on your own life.
The math.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I swear.
I would.
For the sake of argument, Jeezy, right now you're 2 years in. Okay.
The way y'all got me.
Moving on. You was busting up for them and then you scalped. Okay. Oh, lying ass Jeezy. Can't trust a nigga with name.
Well, what you gonna be? I got until December 29th.
Nate's on your ass.
I got until December 29th.
December 29th.
Anything that I mentioned that you feel as though may have been left out or may need to be added on or talked about more in depth. Again, let's go back to the actual definition of it. All right. This category explains how defined waves are from the crown to hairline. This category also goes a step further to pinpoint any thin areas that can disturb connections, flow, or crown. Any thin areas of the pattern will go against them in this category. Below are a few examples of patterns that have definition issues. Okay. I think that was a good definition. I think that was a good definition of it. Now I want to ask you if you can't count a wave as a fork or not connected if the wave isn't there to begin with. Let's talk about that. Thank you, DJ. Or not defined, he says. Again, normally how I would vote my man Tyson, I would count those 3 circles as forks.
Can you
100%.
I would count this as forks. But here, what it's saying is, this is falls under the category as definition. So again, is this just a definition issue? Are we not going to penalize him for having forks or connection issues? Now I feel like one of the circles is a fork, the one on the top is a fork, the 2 on the bottom may be. Oh, that's a fork too. I don't know.
I think he's highlighting a definition issue with all the blue that he highlighted.
Okay. And the circles are,
the circles,
the holes in the waves. Now, again, are we counting? Now, is this separate from connections? That's my question. Is it separate from connections?
Now that's for the circles are forks for sure. That highlighted area with the blue, that's definition issues.
I feel like closest to the highlight area. I don't know. That one, I don't know if I can get it that far. I feel like that's their placement issues right there. Because you can follow that wave. It's just you got that big ass space. I can do the same thing. So, but that's why, because won't catch me slipping.
It's good to have all this in writing, but
look at my man Andre,
people
right?
still gonna vote the way they vote.
The circle on Andre. How are y'all voting this side right here?
Because that and you can see a fork.
See that you're breaking up a little bit, sweetie.
Man, this is some bullshit. McDonald's Wi-Fi or something.
Oh, now you good.
Oh, okay.
Speak louder.
Taco Bell.
All right, now relax.
I can't say you got an Android, so.
No. Stay away from it.
I think we need some more clarity on. Again, Jeezy's talking about those are forks, but Kato has the circles as definition issues. So it's like, what are we scoring it as? Because I feel like, okay, is it connections and definition? Are you counting them for both categories, or like what is this?
Yeah.
Nah, that's just the circle ones to me are forks. The highlighted area is definition issues.
Yes.
Okay, but on Andre, all he got is a circle. He don't got a highlighted area, and that circle is in the middle of.
That boy he got definition issues, forks. He got it all.
That's what
there.
That's what I'm saying. So how are you judging this?
Because that's flat. His hair is just flat right there, but you can see that it's supposed to be connected because you got waves, and then you got nothing, and then you got waves that pick back up after that.
I'm judging it TMTC.
Bye.
TMTC.
Too many to count. Get your butt off the battlefield. Stop. You ain't battling. You're not battle ready. Get off the battlefield. TMTC.
But I mean, for all that high taper or hair loss area, you can't really be battling like that.
You can't battle. Come on. We shouldn't. I wasn't premature battling like that.
Yeah, that's beyond premature.
His name is Tyson.
All right, so let's go back to Tyson's pattern then.
I told Tyson.
Right. So
Tyson
some of those circles ain't forks. Like the bottom two ain't forks.
Not a fork. I don't think that's a fork. The one that's closest to the highlighted area.
Yeah, that's not a fork. And the one above his ear. That's not a fork. It's not a fork, jeez.
Come on.
It's just a missed wave. It's a missed wave, or a definite, what we calling now a definition issue. So it's like, again, we said we're not counting that because basically we talked about that. Are we counting this are we counting it against connections, or are we counting it against definition? That's the conversation.
Banks.
What are we doing?
Banks. All right. That's me right there that you're judging. Right there, that's me. Is that a fork or not? Behind my ear, behind his ear.
It's not
That's
a
me
fork or
though.
not. That's
That's
a connection. For me. I was counting it, and again, we need clarity. I would normally count it as a connection issue, so I would count it against you as connections. There wouldn't be a fork, but I'm counting it. I'm counting that area. We have fork / miss waves, connection issues. This is all one for me.
it's a fork, Banks.
It's not
Miss
a fork.
waves.
It's a connection. It's not connected. Geez, zoom in on your screen.
I asked you if you could.
If it's
I can
not
barely see
if
it.
it's not connected, it's a fork. If it's not connected, it's a fork. Why make it complicated? If it's not
It's not a
connected,
fork. A fork is
it's
a
a
fork.
fork.
Has a definition. There's a definition for forks. That's not a fork.
This is what's
Oh
going to
my
create the
God.
gray areas. We don't want
Oh
no
my
gray
God.
areas.
Not at all.
Oh my God.
A fork is two waves connected at one point, making a single wave.
If that's what it's doing, it just got a hole in it.
It's not two forks, bro.
It's one
I mean,
fork.
it's not
It's a
two
fork.
waves
That's
going into one.
Thanks. Yes, it is. You take away that circle, it's a crash right there in the middle.
I see
Just
the-
don't look
I
at
see
this.
that
Don't
middle.
look. Yeah, right
I
there
see
below it. It's a fork, bro. That ain't.
And then
We're not gonna argue
that
this right
third
now.
one
We
to
all
the,
get out
above
of
the
our
ear.
pants.
I don't know about that one.
Listen, count the wave. Count the wave. He got 1, 2, 3, and then in that top area, it's only 1, 2. So it's a fork, bro. Come on, what are you talking about here? It's
Jeez,
1,
that's
2,
a whole
3
separate
waves.
wave, bro. That's a
Oh,
wave. It's just,
Lord.
oh my God! Don't make me do this, Jeezy, please.
Count the
Pull the
waves.
pin out. Pull the pin out.
I mean,
Get the
shit.
Pull the
pen.
pin out.
Count the waves, bro. Count the waves. Behind the ear, count the
Jeez.
waves. And
Oh
then the
my
front of the ear,
God.
count the waves.
Jeezy. You see the circles, right?
I see the circle. I see
The
the
top
circles.
circle, the
Yes.
one that's farthest up, right?
Yes.
That's a fork,
That's a
correct?
That's a
Yeah.
fork.
That's a fork,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now go down one wave. Follow that wave all the way back around this head. Can you follow it?
Yes.
Where does it bump into?
That hole.
Yep.
That hole.
That
It does
hole.
not go into another wave.
Yep.
What? Bro, it's but look at the wave down from that. That's a fork.
That's a wave on the
Forget the
bottom.
hole. Forget the hole.
Yeah, okay, so I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Forget
Banks,
the
pull the
hole.
paper up. We need to check your motherfucking eyes, my guy. What are you missing? What are you missing, bro? I
If it
need you
was
to read
me-
left or right.
This man here, I don't understand it. Because if
Hey,
it was
say
me,
what
they
up,
would count it
my
as a
boy.
fork.
What's
If
up,
it was
man?
me, fork.
Now again, you see the hairline wave is kind of in the way. The blue highlight is in the way, but you can see the wave on his hairline that's going around.
I
You
see
see
it.
that wave, right? You see what it connects to, right above the ear, right? See, go to his hairline on his
Bro.
actual top.
Yeah, that's a fork.
Follow that wave through the blue highlight.
Yeah.
That's going down. Now it's the little bendy, squiggly, but it's an undefined, a barely defined connected wave.
Now I'm gonna need you. This is what I need you to do. With you doing that, as you just did that, follow it to that circle. It literally crashes into another wave.
Yeah.
It crashes. That's a fork.
Yeah. I had to put my eye in the phone, but I see exactly what they talk about. That's a fork.
Use your mouse cursor.
It's a fork.
Please.
All right, this is what I'm talking about right here.
Hey, bro. Hey, see though. Go find this picture with all these damn circles, so this man can see this shit. This nigga, man.
Let's dive into this.
110
Okay?
vision. It's crazy.
Nah,
Starting from
I
the first.
feel like this is the hairline wave I'm following right here. I feel like this is all it right here.
How is this a debate? How is this a debate?
Banks, now hold up. Go back. Go back.
Okay,
Go
I
down
see.
toward. Yeah.
I see.
Debate.
It's a fork. That's a fork.
Lord have mercy.
Today, Junior.
Kato, cup it. Cup the eye. Don't press on it. It will just cup it. Cup the eye. You facts. My bad. Players fuck up too. I didn't see it. But it looks like it's because of that highlight. The highlight threw me off. Okay. Now,
Man, they
back
always
to
got an
the
excuse. Can't say I
The
was wrong.
highlight threw
back to
me
the
off.
discussion.
Can't say I was wrong.
Kato
Let's
is
say I
at
was wrong.
fault.
The
Okay?
highlight
Kato
threw me
fuck.
off.
Kato
It
was
was the
at fault
highlights
here.
fault.
Kato, you circled forks. Those are not
It was the
definition
highlight.
issues. Those are forks.
He's horsehair. He's
Kato-
horsehair. It was the
Kato is
highlight.
at fault here. Kato, cup it. All right, now, again, those is forks. Never mind that. All right, but let's talk about the actual hairline.
Yeah, I'm glad Banks didn't make it into this conversation with y'all and that because look at this bullshit here.
If I'm in there, that bitch is gonna be 6 hours long. They're gonna be like, hey, you know what, Banks, we gotta talk. Let's just stop here because I need answers. I need answers.
Hell yeah, they're gonna have to stop because they're gonna have to start charging overtime.
They're not even gonna call lunch. Fuck with me if you want to. All right, now this taper area right here, right? All right, now how do we measure this? As far as like, do somebody who doesn't have that area, we canceling that out, or like I'm feeling like
lack of definition all the way around. They both got lack of definition in the situation. If there's no waves there, no definition. No matter how you look at it.
Okay,
I feel like
got a question.
I agree with that.
Should someone be penalized for not having waves in this area?
I got a question, Bank.
And somebody does. Yes.
Before we answer that, so here Tyson got hair area, but there's no waves there defined. Now, if somebody on a fresh cut had a high taper like this, where it's balded out or whatever, then what?
That's what I'm
Should be
saying.
the
Should we
same.
be penalizing people for not having waves in that area?
Yeah, it should be the same.
It's the same concept.
Yeah.
That's you just cut your waves out. That doesn't mean that we can't see them in the picture.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
that
exactly.
means it's a lack of definition.
Yeah.
Period.
Y'all not gonna get me for my high taper.
I feel like
Hey, yo, we gonna get you
with that.
No, geez, your
Yeah,
high
get me
taper
from
is
my
not
high
even considered a high taper, low key. Like
It's
because you don't
it's
even
a
go
low
that
taper.
high.
Right.
Like it's not even like
I
you're not
can't
even
fit no
cutting
waves.
into your waves. You feel what I'm saying? So that neither here nor there. A
But if you
high
cut too
taper,
low, that's there's no definition there. You
yeah,
can't.
there's
You
nothing
can't.
there.
Yeah.
You can't argue if the waves aren't there. No matter how you look at it, if they're cut out, if it's too thin, no matter how you look at it, the waves aren't there. It's a lack of definition. Period.
I feel like there needs to be a cutoff with that. I feel like it needs to be a cutoff. I feel like
Okay, so you got Banks.
like the ear height. I feel like I don't know. I feel like a nigga shouldn't have a wave in the sideburn. Come on, man. What are we doing here?
Yeah, no. I don't.
You feel what I'm saying?
I don't-
Like I feel like a nigga
yeah.
should have waves in his damn, in the sideburn.
taper
Like, I
shouldn't
feel like
pass the top
above
of
the
your
ear. I feel like above that ear line. I feel like that's good enough, man.
Yeah.
Me personally.
Yeah.
It's the C cup. The C cup. Literally where that C, when you start turning for that C when you get your hair cut, that's where it should start counting. Anything under that don't matter.
Nope.
Like so, okay. So let me go here. So you saying from like here,
On back. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
from this
Yes.
line to
Yes.
the top of this ear.
Yes. So basically your do-rag line.
If you got if you got a wave there, bless your heart. But if
Yes.
you don't, then come on, bro.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Now again, do we penalize somebody for not having that?
Yeah. It should be in the
No, I
definition.
mean, what if somebody has that last goddamn wave at that goddamn top of their sideburn right there? Like,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry you battling motherfuckers that got waves all the way to the shoreline and you don't.
Thanks.
But that's too short. That's in the water. Like that's not in shoreline. That's like.
Can
Okay,
you
so
walk?
what's
Is your
shoreline
feet? If you walking into the ocean and you at the shoreline and your feet touch water? What is that? That's called what?
Isn't
Water.
that-
Banks,
In the
what's shoreline
discussion.
to you?
Shouldn't that be categorized as like a curl type issue or a texture issue?
So
I
how
feel
far
like
down do you think
again,
they should
we
go?
talking right here, right? We talking
Yeah.
right here. This is the line.
Yeah.
From the corner of this right here.
Yeah.
So all of this underneath here should be counted. Some niggas might have got a wave right here. Some niggas have a wave right here. Come
Right
on,
there, that's
man.
where I
If
cut mine
somebody
off.
don't have that wave, but somebody else does. Is he being penalized for that? Like, come on, we gotta have some type of leniency. I mean, shit.
Nah, this the
I
army.
think the taper area is not around is a definition issue. If it was like that around the
Bro,
forehead,
no, back to what you leniency. Leniency is the reason between winning and losing. There's no such thing as leniency when it comes to battle. Period.
all I'm saying is, if a nigga got a wave on his goddamn taper on his sideburn, right
When
at
it
that
comes down,
ear.
bro, when it comes down to it, bro, you have to take everything into the subject, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is for wins. This is for tournaments, bro. You can't go, maybe this, maybe no. It has to be right there. It has to be right. You cannot just jeopardize your a motherfucker losing and winning because you want to be like, oh well, no. It has to be right all the way across the board, bro. There cannot be no maybe and if ends. It
Yeah,
has
it
to
is
be
what it
right,
is.
bro.
It is what it is.
Okay, JP, talk your shit.
Yeah, because I feel like, not to throw shots, but the edgeless community, I feel like he's trying to speak up for the edgeless community.
Shoot, mine
Damn
went
right
back,
I
so
am.
I ain't there no more.
The ones that ain't got no edges,
If
it's
that's the
hard.
case, if that's the case, if let's just put it this way,
Look at this right here.
if we're
Look at
gonna
this
sit
picture right
here,
here. Look at this picture right here. Nicole has fucking waves in her sideburns.
technically those aren't her
But
sideburns,
Yeah,
bro.
those aren't.
but
That's
Yeah,
but
above the line that we talked about.
but
No, it's not.
yeah.
hey, but
But if she
Banks,
decided to
it
get a
took
taper,
her,
no
That's below
problem.
the line. Excuse me. That's below the line we talked about.
Okay,
but
let's
it took
let's
her
let's
a
let's
long
let's put it
time
this
to
way.
get that. It took her a long time to get that. So that category got to stay because look,
Hey yo,
that
I'm not
took her.
saying
It
Let's
took
let's
her a
let's put
long
it this
listen.
time
way.
to accomplish
So
that.
I don't have that last wave.
so
I don't have
let
that last wave that she shows right there. Damn near sitting inside of her ear, damn near on that left side. I'll put my cursor on it right here. If I don't have this wave, I'm I'm gonna be penalized for that.
that's
I
you. That's
mean,
the same, bro. That's the same thing. That's the same argument as say somebody with a thick crown are going against somebody with a thin crown. That's the same thing. That's exactly the same thing. You can't sit here and do it on one category and then when the next category come around, you like, oh well, this just because no, there is no just because.
Listen,
It is how it is, bro.
I said this is gonna
Yeah.
create gray areas. We
you
don't want
got
to
a
create
wave
gray
right
areas.
yeah,
here. This wave is like right here.
yeah.
She has one right here on
Banks.
her right here. This is below the line. This
But
is
you know
below
what?
Hey,
the
See?
this is
They,
below the
you gave it a
line.
good try. It's
Thanks,
a good
thanks,
try. It's a
Perfect
good,
thanks.
example.
good
Let's
try.
let's do this. This is the perfect
Good try.
example right here. Be wise. We know he can't get that in the ring, right? We know
Facts.
he can't get that in the
You're
ring,
not.
right? I'm not trying
Listen,
to be funny.
listen.
I'm just being real. I'm not trying to be being real. So we know he can't get that in the ring. And he battles RG3. He's already penalized immediately because RG3 gets that middle ring, right?
All right. I
Now
get it. I get it.
let's take
I get
Nicole.
it. I get it,
Okay,
JP.
I was about to say, oh boy.
I get it. I
Yeah,
get
I
it.
was about to say, boy.
I ain't never gonna be there then. If that's the case. So I ain't never getting no. I'm never getting the wave there.
Thanks. He said you killing me with this.
but look, Nicole not getting no taper. She not even getting a low taper. She not even getting a low taper. So I feel like that issue that Tyson got, that's a barber issue. But he don't know it because he ain't paying no attention to what his barber doing. His barber cutting down that area the same length as all the rest of his hair.
Yep.
And that area can't take the same length as the rest of his hair.
Yeah.
He got to do haircut manipulation in this area. Got to. But he not. So my barber used to do the same thing. Mess me up on the sides, cutting my
I mean,
hair
I can.
at the
Yeah,
same.
I know he can get waves there. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, I was just
So he
trying to.
got to put in
If
that
you know
work.
he can
And
get
niggas
waves, then
that
what's the
still want to
conversation?
listen. Battle waving is a fucking sacrifice. I'm sacrificing a lot right now.
Yeah, this is the barber issue, man.
Hey, Banks. And that's why you make sure you get your crown right. Because I
Facts.
want a taper,
Facts,
bro.
though. All
I'm
jokes
not
aside.
sacrificing. I'm not sacrificing no taper. I'm getting a taper. I don't care if I lose because he got more waves down to the hairline. Hopefully, I could win that category with my crown. I make up for it in different areas.
Yeah,
But I'm
that's
not
true.
getting
That's
the
true.
paper, bro. I'm not looking like that. It don't to me. It don't even look good with the waves all the way down to the hairline like that. To me. It won't look good on me. I look crazy running around here.
It's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
battle waiver. It's a
Not pushing
battle
this bar
waiver.
up. My forehead will look
Um,
crazy.
it's
I
a
feel like
battle waiver thing.
where
I
this
guess you know what I'm
type of
saying.
I
Like,
can't. I can't eat. Look, bro. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna just say this. If you're in the game to be a battle waiver, it is what it is. It's not you. You can't sit here and say you're getting waves to try to look good, bro. I argue with people at work every single day about niggas that's spinning and niggas that's not. It's
yeah,
13 niggas at my job with ripples, and they swear to God them niggas is spinning. I pull up Jeezy, they be like, "Oh yeah, he okay." I be like, "What?"
yeah, pull me up, right? And you're like, yeah, they ain't doing that either, right? So I get it. I totally get it, JP. But Kato has said something.
Hey, I'm gonna just let you have that one, Banks. I'm letting you know.
Right.
I'm gonna just
Hey,
let.
JP, he in
I'm
the
gonna let you
moment
have
right
it, bro.
now.
Yep, I'm
He
gonna
in
let him
his
have
bag
it.
right
I'm
now,
gonna
so
let him
you do
have it.
have to let him have
Pull
it.
me up.
I did.
Pull me up on the niggas too, right? I get it. Um, real question is: are we hanging edges? Are we hanging the edges waivers high and dry? Are we going to give them a fighting chance for waivers to go to the shore?
I feel like
No,
we know
no.
when somebody can't grow edges, but it's a difference between somebody who can't grow them and somebody who can't brush to get waves down there in that area.
Exactly.
True.
It,
My thing is this
True.
Exactly.
though. My thing is this though. I feel like you got to be real with yourself. Apparently, everybody can't play in the NBA. Everybody gonna go to the NFL. Everybody ain't gonna make it to the mountaintop of waving.
That's true.
Everybody's not gonna make it to that top five of waving. And apparently, genetics or just God given whatever it is that you just won't. You don't. If you can't grow your edges in, sorry.
Yeah.
You can battle. You can play. We can
Yeah.
go to the courts right now and shoot hoops, but you can't go to the NBA. You will always forever have that situation.
Thanks.
So it's
Or you
like,
need to learn how to describe your haircuts to your barber.
I mean,
Tell him
even
to
if you do,
stop
bro,
putting.
B Wise can't
I'm
make it.
look, bro.
B Wise can't get that in a ring. I don't give a fuck what the barber do.
But there's a there's when it comes to shit like that, you have to learn. You have to know your hair. I'm a nigga that has a thin crown, but I'm not about to sit here and walk around with a fucking beehive at all.
And
And that's the thing. I feel like
that
this
was
though.
my point with the
Go
post
to
that
where
I
you need
made.
to go. And I agree with you, Jeezy. I think you said it a couple weeks ago. Get the desired pattern and match your texture.
Yeah. That
Right.
was good advice, though. That was good advice.
I think it's just
Right.
the way
People
that you
was
Listen,
up in
worded
an
it.
uproar, but
nice.
I was keeping it
Nice.
real.
No,
Get
yeah,
a
that was some
It's
good
nice.
advice.
Get a what's the name? Get a 360 swirl.
Yeah, I feel that one.
Right.
If you get
I
a
promise you,
360,
Right.
dog, that shit right there is not you like that 360 swirl. Perfect example. Look at how wavy long way shit was. That shit just wrapped around so perfectly, and it was a big ass circle in the middle of his head.
everybody
But that
can't do
bitch wrapped around so perfectly. It
everybody
ain't
can't
gotta
do
be exactly like that, but I'm just saying it's using it as an example.
yeah,
Sometimes you have to take what you lack at and turn it into a strength, bro. I'm sorry.
facts.
But a lot of people, they do that just, so they can say, oh, yeah, I did this pattern, that pattern, and that
I
pattern.
did this right,
Yeah.
right. Or
I have
they
beehives.
try to do the swirl,
Yeah.
or they try to do the swirl and it just don't. They just can't hit them angles, and they too prideful to ask for help.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly,
Yep.
bro.
Yeah.
Who you just
Exactly,
looking at
bro.
just now? Who you looking
That's
at?
for sure.
Who you staring at just now with that? Yeah, they can't ask for help. They scared. Who you
Hey,
staring
bro,
at?
he looking at a
You know
lot of
what?
Yeah,
motherfuckers, bro.
because
He looking at a lot of
yeah,
motherfuckers, bro.
help.
Because there's a lot of motherfuckers out
Right,
here that don't want to listen, bro. Banks.
right.
But it
I'm
take you
listening.
forever with that pattern when you got problems with
I've
it,
been
though.
listening.
How long did it take you to listen, Mister?
What? For
My
Kato?
natural Seabrams, natural Seabrams.
No. First of all, okay, I give him. I still rely on it. I'm just giving my natural sebum a break right now by using the Strong J. The Strong J is where it's at right now. Straight like that. What we looking at? Yeah, we're going back to the directs. I feel like people feel like directs is cut and dry. I don't feel like that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that at all.
You don't feel like that?
No, I don't feel like that either.
Directs are not cut and dry, bro. We need to talk about this. Let's get to it.
Oh, okay.
We need to talk about this.
Maisha done brought. Maisha
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this, Banks. Why is directs not cut and dry?
Because everybody's direction is not the same.
Yes.
That's just because it's not the same. We know the definition of direct, right?
We know the definition. We know the
I mean,
definition
yeah,
of direct, but say Jeezy's direct is his left side is different because people's head shapes is different. All of that. So everybody's direct is not gonna be the same. So because somebody's is not super straight, they gonna ding them on directs. But in all reality, they being direct based off
what I mean by what I'm saying is
the back of their head, or you're only gonna see these waves right here.
What I mean by when I say we know the definition of direct is exactly what you explained. So with that being said, that's direct. That's a cut and dry statement.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, JP, this is not just for us. It's for
some people. Some people feel like if you're not giving that jail pose, if you're not giving this right here, then you're not giving directs.
It's not like that in every situation, though. People gotta consider that.
They have to consider that.
Yeah.
Some people give you directs. You can't see none of this part of their waves. They're giving you all this, but you can't see none of that. You need to have that little step back.
Yep.
Just so you can get that in there.
Straight up.
Step backs are needed. Write this down, G's.
Hey, Banks. Hey, Banks. Go home. Go home.
Write this.
Go home.
Write this. Right.
Banks, your directs is crazy. Why are they still bringing up? Oh, Jeezy directs. Your directs is crazy. Why is people not sitting here making that direct vote on you? It should be your name.
Wow, this man is appalled. This man is appalled. Clench your pearls. Go ahead, clench them.
Banks, pull up a
when y'all say directs, y'all should be talking about Banks. Don't mention me.
Pull out your pen. Let me see.
Brother.
No. Because you do too. You be saying my name. I'm like, why they still bringing up Jeezy for directs? I don't understand. Oh, Jeezy never took direct. Wait a minute. You still not taking directs.
Brother, why are you brother? What happened here?
We on the direct topic.
G's like, don't brother me now. No, don't brother me now.
Brother, where is it coming from?
I need you to report to the chat next time you see him.
We all we got. I'm my brother's keeper.
He sound like Reese.
What are we doing here?
That's what she be doing me.
If I'm my brother's kid, I don't know where that came from. What? Jeezy, let's talk about it later.
Nah,
you do that to me like that. Listen, I'm gonna say this right here, right now. Everybody know. What you say, G's? You're not giving up your goddamn tapers. I'm not giving up my step back. I'm not giving it up. So if you want to give another nigga directs because of that, that's fine.
Banks, you gonna lose
not gonna be indirect.
You
can't see what's going on in my head. You will be able to see my waves. So it is what it is. I'm giving you that. You're gonna get this.
But when I do it,
you're gonna get that.
When I do it,
when I do all your waves, it shouldn't matter.
Why is it this? When I do it, it's a name for it. I get penalized as if I lost the whole battle just because I didn't take directs.
Because it's cool when they do it, Jeezy. Relax.
But if I give a little tilt, nah, I can't see this and I can't see that. So he lost this whole battle.
It comes from the way you vote people. The way you vote on battles is how people treat you. It is what it is.
Thanks. You voting the same way. I'm on your podcast. You doing the same thing.
Why are we doing this right now?
I don't know.
Let's break it down.
Because
I feel like you trying to direct this on me. Like, why are you trying to bring it to me?
Because people really need to see it. Really ain't me. This is your podcast, and I'm coming on just saying, hey, this and this and this. You the one that's picking it out with the
There are sometimes when me and you do debate on certain things that are forks or not forks. We do that.
Right. We just did it today. And you were wrong. Yeah. You just did it today, and you were wrong.
Brother! Brother! Okay. All right. Definition. I'm sorry, directs. This category of stuff. Before we get there. definition. Is there anything that we need to talk about? Anything that needs to be clarified or possibly brought back up in the next meeting? Any questions anybody got about the definition or an example of how they lost definition? They feel as though they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it now. If you can, if you don't want to do it here, make sure you talk to whoever is representing your team in that meeting. Talk to them. Make sure they write it down. Make sure they bring it to the next meeting and present it what we talked about. Otherwise, if it happens, shut the fuck up.
Forever hold your peace.
Speaking right though. Facts though. All right. Let me see. Let me give niggas a little bit.
I do feel like the crown direct should be your crown should be in the center of the picture.
You believe in a step back for that, so you can see all the waves going in?
There's no
Even
step
if
back.
it's
There should be no step back to a crown.
I don't think so either. I don't think it should be any type of nothing for the crown. And I agree. Direct is a self-explanatory category judging direct each shot during a 4-picture collage. Majority of the community has gotten much better over time with directs. Below examples of 4-way have done the wrong and right way. Okay. Now, this doesn't have any definition of how to take a direct 4-way. Now, I have some questions as well.
Can I just say, bro, I respect whoever typed all this shit up. Kato, if you did this, round of fucking applause. Because I ain't doing that shit.
Salute.
Good.
But we're here now. Now, I will say this. I will ask this question. Should there be a standard on how to take your direct photos? If that makes sense. Should Top Shots be this way? Should we allow people to take them over people take it from behind? Or the direct sides, can they be, what if someone is looking up, it has a look up? Like the pump fake? What if someone has a pump fake? Should that be acceptable? Stuff like that. Like, I feel like that's something that we need to go into more depth about as well and going into directs. That's why I said it's not cut and dry. Because some people have issues with that.
I feel it should look like that for
top shots, should that be acceptable? I've seen some top shots that are sideways. It's a top shot, but it's kind of like sideways a little bit. Like they just got that little.
That's not acceptable.
They take shit like this. Like they should be like.
That's not acceptable.
It'd be like this, leaning like this.
No.
Like, I feel like we need to also put that into the verbiage as well. You know what I'm saying? GZ, write that down. Write that down. Okay. Again, the lookups. What about the pump fakes? What about these right here? I'm talking about the pump fakes. These niggas that be like this.
Yeah, no.
It's acceptable because we have a lot of this too. People say you can still see my whole side, but it's on the lookup. I'm looking up with it. The lookup, the pump fake. I got to step back. I'm gonna have to get
a step back.
Out here. I might have to do the pull up.
What's a step back? What's a step back?
Step back is the lean. That's this right here. That's the step back. The pump fake is the up in the air like this.
Why do you do this? Let me ask you a question. Why do you do the step back?
Why do I do the step back? I do the step back because I feel like when I give you a straight direct shot, you can't see this part of my waves up here. When I give you this right here,
and that definition.
When I give you that, but what's this? That right there gives you more area to look at.
That right there is covered when you do that. Right there is covered at your top shot, bro.
Why can't it just be my head shape?
That's covering your top shot, bro.
Because it's not like it's definition if you have covering my head so you can see a specific area.
It's not covering my. I'm giving you everything. If I do this right here, is this a direct shot?
Yeah, also you gotta turn your head a little bit more.
That's a direct shot, correct? A little more, right there. Is that a direct shot?
Yeah, about right there. Yeah.
what if I give you this right here? Are you seeing more? Are you seeing more of my right side or less?
You got me.
If it was well lit, I would be able to see everything
Yeah,
down to the shoreline.
yeah.
But that step
Exactly.
back is allowing you to hide
You
your shoreline waves.
That is cat. That's
no, it's
big cat.
not.
Nope. No, it's
That's
not.
big cat.
They
If your
do-
mic was
they-
better,
Cause if I did it, my flow would look better. If I did a step back, my whole
That's
flow would
facts.
look better.
that's facts.
That's why I do it. Again,
Yeah, but doesn't that mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
so there it is. You just
or
told
in
us
an
why you
area.
actually did it, huh?
so you can see the top
Okay.
of my waves, and my shit flow better. It's official. Wait,
Okay.
you do pump fakes with the step back.
Cheetah!
You do a pump fake step back.
What?
You attack me, I attack you. Okay? This is what you be doing. You be doing the pump fake with the step back. You know, the pump fake with the step back. I've seen
There
you.
is never
See
no
you
when
get involved in that.
pull up a 4-way where I have it. No, you know what? I ain't doing.
We don't have time for that right now. We don't have time for that right now. Again, now we're talking about directs. Thank you. Moving on. Shit. Talk about me, I'm talking about you. I gotta make some shit up,
Definition.
if I make some
Is
shit up, I do
definition
this
the next
too.
one?
Don't worry about it. I'm about to Photoshop.
We just did definition, bro.
With you doing a goddamn
We did
pump fake
definition.
with a step back. Now, I feel like we need to also, with the direct definition, we need to talk about what's not acceptable as far as people who are given. Like we could tell my man, the real Sam Blaylock, shout out to him, he was a fucking killer. Let's just put that on. He was a killer. Shout out to Sam. But yeah, we definitely not doing that nowadays. This is not happening. We're not giving those type of directs anymore. We know that. We know that. Now, with that being said, there are people that would consider themselves to be giving directs. With they giving you. I'm giving you the side. I ain't giving you this. I'm giving you this right here, and I'm giving you a little something on top of that. Again,
I just want to throw a disclaimer out there.
In the verbiage, huh?
That's not. I just want to throw a disclaimer out there. Sam Blaylock, that's not a battle 4-way. That's just a collage that he did to show off his waves and how
Waves.
dope all of the sides
Okay.
are.
Yeah.
That was not a collage battle. For anybody wondering,
But back then, were some of these battles similar to this?
kind of, but it was a little bit more direct than that. It was a little bit more direct. Like nobody would take a right. He not taking his right side like that, or his
Right.
left side like that. He would take it a little bit more down, but it would have still had that tilt. But he would have went down a little bit more.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Shout out to Sam Blaylock. Now, with that being said, I feel like, again, that needs to be in the verbiage when we talk about that type of shit. As far as like what this is more examples of what is not accepted. As far as the step backs, the pull-ups, the pump fakes, whatever, all that shit, if it's again, and then what is excusable. Again, look at Shanika's 4-way, right? We know does Shanika have a definition issue? Let's just clarify this. And hold on, let me get bigger. Because I'm trying to make a point here. All right, look at Shanika's sides. Does she have a definition issue on her sides?
Not that I see. I see the waves.
I mean, as far as like the edges, I mean, you can
Maybe
see
on
her
the
waist
left side.
very, very
You
visibly,
going at
correct?
nitpick? Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Now, the top area that I'm talked about, right? Do you think that comes from a lighting issue? What do you think that comes from?
Definition.
That's not that we just said you're having definition problems. Ugh. That comes from her not doing a step back. It comes from her not giving that little lean. Now, what she did is right. Let's put it out there. This is the correct way to take a 4-way. But what I'm saying is the reason why I do what I do is because I want you to see that area that can, as he would say, would be a little undefined or whatever the case may be. But it's
You
not,
want to show that
doesn't
there's
have
at
a
least something there.
definition issue. It's just that the way her head is angled, you can't get a visual, a true look at those waves. So again, I feel like there needs to be more context as far as direction, as far as what is acceptable, is not acceptable, what you can give some leeway with, what is okay. Now, I'm not teeing, Andrew. I'm not. Listen to what you got out of that. That's what you got out of that. Okay. Oh, Nicole is here. Nicole, I see you, babe. I'm sorry. All right. If you have an offset crown, center of the crown should be in the middle of the pick in order for it to be direct crown shot and not the back waves shot correct. Okay. Now, I agree with that, Nicole. I feel like that also needs to be an example that needs to be shown as far as the people who have who had the offset crowns. Um, with directs, it's kind of really hard to really go into depth about like verbiage wise or like typing out definitions, but more so just giving people more examples of directs and was accepted and was not accepted. You understand what I'm saying? So whether you choose to do them or not is on you. But the way Shanika has taken her four-way is official. It's this is the way you should be doing it. Period. But also, if you want to take it another way, you're gonna get penalized for it. It's not cool, right? But I think there should be more examples of pictures to let people know what's not acceptable. I think that's what it is. The step back, for the record, everybody, the step back is not accepted. I mean, it's not a clear direct shot. It's not. It's not. If
That
I'm
was a
giving
hard pill to swallow for you, wasn't it?
and Shanika
he
had that
was
collapse
full.
against me, I would
Hey,
expect.
Jeezy, write down that he
Pause,
said that.
man.
I
Jeezy,
would.
write down that he
Right.
said that.
Nah, I
Somebody
mean, because
was
I don't want to
full.
steer people wrong. I want nobody to think that a step back is okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. But you might get dinged for it. You probably will, but depending on how bad the step back is. I feel like my step back is not hiding anything, but it is what it is. For somebody wanted to get directs over me, that's fine.
So if Banks
Somebody
do
take
it.
a look at what Nate said. Somebody take a look at what Nate said. Somebody take a look at what Nate said.
If you're not taking pictures on a phone, it's filtered.
Oh god.
Oh, if your pic's not taken on a phone, it's filtered. That's wild, Nate.
That's a wild statement.
That's very, 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 very random. Very, very random, but he wants to put that in there. Put that in
It's a
there.
very, very
Put that
direct
in the
shot
book.
at
Put that in the damn book. All right. Shout out to Shanika. But yeah, I feel like we need some more pictures. I feel like we need some more pictures of more examples of indirect photos to really be more accurate with this right here. Kato, if you're listening, let's get some more pictures in there. And again, just talking about some of the stuff, this as far as what I just said about the the lookup. Is the lookup acceptable? Are we doing the behind the head top shots? Is that acceptable? People are still doing that. The tilted top shot, the broken neck top shot. You know what I'm saying? Is that acceptable? This right here, is this acceptable? I think.
Why wouldn't it be?
Huh?
Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be?
It is a top shot. It is a clear top
It is
shot
a
at
top
that.
shot. It's a clear top shot. Rather how you take the top shot, it's a top shot.
Well, ZZ, you are representing me in my squad in the squad, so I just want you to bring it up in the meeting, please. I think we need clarity on what is and what is not, and also if it is one, then let's state that and let's give people more options of taking a top shot. Some people have trouble taking the top shot, the straight on top shot. They may lean. I know my neck also leans to the left a little bit sometimes on my top shots. So for me to be able to take my top shot like this, that would help me a lot. That would help me a lot.
From the side like that. Yeah, I mean, if it's
Everybody may not know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Let me see how my shit look. Let me see how mine look like this.
It might help a little bit.
Nah, it's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah, as long as it's even.
Rather,
as long as
rather
it's a
you
top
take
shot.
it like this.
Yeah.
Taking it like this is the same too. Especially if you flip it. If you just
Even if
turn
I-
it around.
Yeah.
But
Rotate
even
it.
also, let's get more clarity on the behind the head top shots as well. These right here. these right here. Let's get more clarity on those as well.
As long as you're proud out of it, I don't care. I want to see your top shot.
Again, I want to see an example. I think people coming in the game should know what they're looking at. Again, we know, somebody else may not know. So
I think to keep it safe, everybody should just take a head down top shot. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But
again, let's make sure we bring this information back to the actual meeting when you reconvene and go over these type of situations. And let's make sure you mention the lookup. Look, what are we doing with that? Is that direct? For some people, they feel like it is.
The lookup hurt my neck. I ain't doing that.
The lookup ain't good money.
nah,
I said hurt my neck.
that's cheating because you're trying to
Yeah,
distort your flow.
Yeah,
You're
that's
trying
a
to
blatant. Like,
You're trying to distort your flow. That's what that is. You're trying to make your flow look better.
it's tilted way too much.
We need a Shanika from you.
All right, quality. This is the
I mean,
last
some
one.
leniency there is cool, but that one's like blatant.
Yeah.
Quality. Let's get to it. This category helps voters navigate through the process and make sure waivers put their best foot forward when presenting their ways. At times, competitors will try different angles, different strategies to present their ways in a unique fashion. Not realizing those strategies act as a self-inflicted wound when presenting to voters. Voters are advised to keep an eye out for the following when voting on this category. Oh, there's more. I didn't know there was more to it. Okay. Zoom down on this a little bit. Okay. Inconsistent lighting. A flash on two images, non-flash on the other two images. Facts. Inconsistent order of images using inconsistent order of images. Wait. This is about to be a real thing. Using images not uniform to the four-way order. This is to conclude wearing different shirts throughout the collage. If the top, crown, left, right imaging is off, it can be held against the competitor. In this category, filters is something that rarely happens, but some waivers are still under suspicion about this topic. This is not a rare thing. Kato, this is not rare. This is happening. This is happening all the time. I've had a whole.
This sounds like this is directed towards Brett, but okay.
I had a whole breakfast crew about this topic about niggas taking again. Our phones come with a built-in filter.
Yeah, everyone's does though.
It
Like,
does it on the
I ain't finna turn it
Everybody's
off.
on the same playing field as that. Everybody's taking vitamins. I call it vitamins. That's your regular vitamin C. You getting your iron pills, your fish oil pills. That's all that is right there. Now, when you go and you hit the magic wand, that's straight steroids. That's you in the needle, right in the cheek. You are cheating. Flipped images. Some competitors might submit flipped images. As a voter, if you see this in a battle, contact an admin immediately.
Flipped image.
Is a flip photo cheating?
1,000%.
Is a flip crown pick cheating?
1,000%.
I would have to agree.
1,000% cheating. What are you flipping it for?
No, people do it on accident sometimes. You know that, right?
No.
I ain't never flipped a picture on accident.
I've done it on accident.
I ain't never flipped. I've never.
Ain't being funny. I had
a flip crown pick before. It was on accident.
How you do that?
So you brushing your hair.
I was taking a video on my phone. I took up my collage to a video.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And
no, Sal.
I mean,
no,
if he took a video and he screenshotted it, it's going to be flipped.
I understand.
Exactly.
Listen. I know my ways to a T. So when I look at it in the collage, I know what direction it looks better in. I know if the crown is flipped or not.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm putting the collage together, I'm looking at my own waves that I see on a daily. I brush on a daily. I know if it's flipped or if it's not. You know, submitting your crown if it's flipped or not. That y'all sitting there saying, "Oh, I took it on the front camera." You should have. Nah,
he should have caught himself based on what you're saying.
No. You should have caught it yourself because you
Yeah.
know for a fact if it's
Yeah.
flipped or not. Come on, man. No, Banks. I'm not letting you get away with that one. Nah.
Jeezy, it was an honest
You
mistake.
and everybody else.
Listen, let me ask you a
You
question.
and Will.
Let me ask you a question.
You
Jeezy.
and Will.
Do you think
You
I
and
would? Do you
Will.
think I would cheat that way? You know me personally. Do you think I would cheat that way?
Banks, let me ask you a question with your question.
Yes.
If it enhances the way your picture looks, is that a steroid?
If what does?
If you flip and it enhances the way your hair looks in the picture, ain't that a steroid?
Are you intentionally flipping it?
Banks, you intentionally do a step back. You
I intentionally
intentionally
do step backs, yes.
do
But do you think I would go?
indirect
Do you think I
shots.
would intentionally flip my crown? Pick.
But
During that time,
nothing in your head gonna be like, this picture look kind of weird.
not you now, not the you now, but you trying to win back then.
Nah,
Yeah, I
I was
believe
never.
that you
I was
did.
never intentionally doing that. Never.
Banks, Will did it.
Accidentally.
What? Y'all are this. I can't believe this. This is like it's so
It's like,
hard to
y'all, this is
believe.
Banks speaking.
Accidentally, that is no. That's like you saying. That's like you. That's blatant. You brush your hair. You know what your hair looks like. So to sit here and take it with the front camera and it's flipped, and you put it in a collage, and you looking at your crown like, oh, my crown always looked like that when I brushed it. No, it don't. No, it don't. You're looking at the collage. You're pinching it in, making your waves a little bit bigger to fit the box. You seeing it that is flipped.
It's gonna flow different too from the rest of the four-way.
If you didn't put together the collage, it'd be different. If you just submitted, you just handed it in to somebody without putting the collage and they put it together, I would say yes, Banks. But because you put it in a collage, nah, bro, come on, man. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. I know when my crown is flipped.
All jokes aside, no funny shit. I did it accidentally. First of all, I don't believe in cheating. First of all, a step back isn't necessarily cheating. It's like, you know.
He said,
It's like
Can we stop the capping? Can we stop the cap?
Okay. Again, a step back isn't for me. I don't feel like I'm just I'm not hiding anything. So I don't feel like I'm cheating. Now, am I like grabbing the other player's jersey a little bit? Am I, you know what I mean? Am I, you know what I mean? If I'm jamming them a little bit after 5 yards, yes, I am. You know what I'm saying? Am I, you know what I mean?
That's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating now. That's cheating. That's cheating.
Listen
Let's
here.
call it for what it is. That's
Okay,
cheating.
whatever you want to call it, I will not go to the lengths of actually intentionally flipping my crown.
I hope not.
So you just agreed with me like 10 minutes ago. Now you just let this man just take over your
Because
whole
he had to give the perspective.
I wasn't necessarily.
He heard the perspective.
Yeah, well, you understood. I
understood how. Hold on, I understood how the picture was taken. It flipped. Now, as far as you submitting it flipped and all that, that's different.
Yes.
Yeah, you remind me of Kato.
I know you said that before.
You look like Kato. You sound like Kato. You remind me of Kato.
That's okay. Kato getting love right now, so I'm gonna take that.
Look, Banks, just because you're not getting your way, Banks, don't mean you got to get upset, okay?
No, I'm not getting upset. All I'm saying
but do you understand though?
I did not submit a flip pick, but again, Kato did say that the penalties for these actions will be brought up, talked about later. I get that. All right. Moving on.
Oh, you
collages. If you see a collage older than 7 days, notify an admin. Teams will rotate and acquire new members throughout the year. If we see teammates voting for or against other teammates, notify an admin. Once all categories are voted on, the overall vote can be called. You can submit your vote using the information below. Okay. We reserve the right to make changes to this format at any given time. We receive weekly feedback from the community leaders and admins. We'll keep everyone in the clear on what changes have been made. All right. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Let's stop it. Okay. Now, all right. Again, when y'all reconvene with the meeting, DC, bring everything we talked about there for me, from us, from the squad. Do that, please. Ah, damn. Put you in there. You complain about you don't be thought about. Put you in there. Now you don't want. You want to go.
I am. I was in there. I made adjustments. But I'm not gonna. I'm not. What I'm not gonna do is act like I'm running the whole thing. I focused on the crown. Okay, cool. That everybody knows, like, crown is my thing. So I made some suggestions about the crown, and everything else, I'm just letting everybody else, add their input. I'm not gonna just.
All I'm saying, I'm not saying make sure Caleb make it a law, but I'm just saying make sure you bring it to the table for it to be discussed. What we talked about here, some things that
Okay.
some of my concerns.
Right. I'm just here as a making the input, just like the rest of you guys. I don't want to make it seem like what I say is law. If you guys
So
don't
what
agree,
was
that's
said
cool.
about
It's law.
connections?
It's law. It's law.
What was said about connections?
What we talking about as far as connections? As far as my biggest thing with the connection thing was just making sure that as far as for me, what I want clarity on. Everybody should have something that they feel as though if you have need clarity, let your team leaders know. But me, I need clarity on the fork to wave ratio. I want to know what it
That
is.
bullshit.
What it
That
is with that.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Bro, I am
I think
probably
to
the
wave
biggest.
ratio should only come in when it's a course to straight.
No, I want to know. Let's go by waves. I want to go by waves. Me personally, I feel like how people feel about the waves. What is the count? Is it double the amount of waves that somebody has? You know what I mean? Like let's do that. If I got 12, he got 6. Now we're gonna do it like that. If he got 6, I got 8. Let's not do that. But I feel like it needs to be something. You know what I mean? To clarify. Let's not go off of texture. Let's go off of the amount of waves for it to be because we doing this. We're doing a ratio, so it's a numeral whatever equation that it's had to happen. So let's keep it that way. What is the 50%? Is it a double if you have double the waves or 25%? I don't know. But we need to make that whatever y'all doing, whatever the deciding factor is when it comes to that, let's stick to that.
I'm gonna go in there and add my input. Can we just throw that out?
Thank you, Jeezy. Thank you. I second that
Throw
shit.
that out.
I second that shit.
No, I don't want it thrown out.
Man, I fucking
I'm
hate,
just
bro.
saying, I'm gonna go in there and say, hey, everybody that one is thrown out, say aye. And if I'm not gonna say,
Man,
I'm not
'cause that
going in
shit's
there
dog.
saying,
You talking about wave for ratio?
I don't want it
Yes.
thrown out. I feel like it's something that needs to happen, especially after the example I seen.
I do
Somebody
too.
got
I'm gonna be
12 waves
pissed off.
and-
I'm be
if
mad
somebody
if I
got
lose
12
something
waves.
with 3 waves.
If I have 12 and you have 6, I have 2 forks and you have
Bro,
1.
I don't want to
Come on,
hear it. Like, dude,
Tie.
regardless on.
It's a tie. It's a tie.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
If I have
No, it is not.
12 waves and you have 6, it's a tie.
No, it is not.
He passionate
Tie,
about
bro.
this one. He passionate about this one.
It's a tie.
no, it is not.
It's a tie.
It's really not. It's really
You
not.
got 2.
It's really not.
You have 6 waves. You got 1 fork. I got 12 waves. I got 2. Tie.
No, it's not. 2 is greater than 1.
Yes, I agree with that. Like, y'all Corsair be wanting the handicaps, man. Like,
He said, of course here. You got one more time.
Corsair
See,
be
maybe
wanting
they throw that
handicaps.
shit
I've
in
been
the
seeing
trash.
it for years. I've been saying this
Dumb
for
as hell.
years.
Just count
Bro,
the
I've been
points.
saying that
They
the
ready.
very first time I heard that shit, I was like, bro, this is the dumbest shit ever, bro. That shit
Yeah.
is stupid, bro. So what you're telling me is because I have 8 waves, this person has 16, he has 2 forks, I have 1, I put in more work and he didn't. I'm about to lose because it's a tie because he got the double my waves and double my forks. Fuck out of here.
Let me ask you a question here. Do you believe that forks have to get pushed to the hairline?
Depending on the fork, no.
I'm asking you, do you believe that some forks have to get pushed to the hairline?
Some forks, yes. Some.
So, I have to work. If I have 12 waves for a fork to go through, I mean for a fork to move through, you have 6. That's fair.
I'm gonna need you to understand something. Let me break this down for you. Just because I have a certain amount of forks, I mean I have a certain amount of waves, don't mean it's easier for me to move my fork than it is for you to move yours because you have more. Or it's harder for me to move my fork than it is for you. I have to put the same.
Proven that
No, it's not proven. You can't say it's proven because you don't have a medium texture.
tighter curl patterns.
You cannot say that. No, it's not a fact.
This is
No,
why
it's not
your
a fact.
progress will
Brett
find out.
Banks, it is
Back to the
not.
fork pattern.
No, it's not.
Man, he said you acting like Brett, bro.
It's a
Banks,
fact,
it
though,
is
bro.
not a fact.
It's
You
a
can't
fact.
sit here. Banks, you can't sit here.
Time again.
Oh, it's been proven. It's been proven time and time again. How? Give me an example. Give me what evidence? Put the evidence. Put the evidence on the table. Put the evidence on the table. Put the evidence on the table. Stop talking. Show the evidence.
Faster than a tighter curl pattern. Wait.
Show the evidence.
I don't think it's a fact.
It's not a fact, bro.
But we can just assume. We can assume that that's the case.
Let me
but
ask
it's
you a
not
question.
fact.
Perfect example. Perfect example. I got you. I got you right now. I got you right now. Now, if I'm not mistaken, what? Not even 2 months ago, Maisha had a fork on her top. Not even 2 months ago, Jeezy had a fork on his right side, or it was your left, right?
Right, my left. Yeah.
And they, if I'm not mistaken, both of them pushed them forks out, and it's about the same amount of time. And Maisha is a tight curl waiver, right?
Spell it,
No.
JP.
She's not.
What? I'm done. I don't even want to talk no more.
Maisha's borderline free world. Let's put it out there. Let's
Oh
let's
my
not
goodness.
act like
now
that.
she's free world.
She's border. I
Now
mean,
she's free
I've
world.
been listen. Come on, G's. You know I've been trying to throw her back over there to y'all for the longest.
So you're trying to penalize. You're trying to tell me that just because Maisha's hair health is off the Richter scale, you're penalizing. You're trying to tell her she's not a tight curl waiver.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. She's not a tight curl waiver. She's like a 4A maybe.
Bro, she is not, bro. She is a tight curl waiver, bro.
Nah,
110%, bro.
I
I'm
can't
gonna be in the
give her that.
comments, y'all.
Jeezy,
I'm
you
gonna be
seen
in
it
the
on person, correct?
No, I
Yes,
seen
you did.
Maisha's
Yes, you
wave.
did. Yes, you did.
uh-huh.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
To me, Maisha free world. To me, Maisha free world with coarse edges. To me,
But listen though. So you would say like she's like a 4A, borderline 3C, like right on the cusp of 3C.
mm-hmm.
That's wrong. Not again. Now JP, Maisha was a bad example. Again, like I'm saying to you is this though. Name a person who had a tight curl pattern who you see bounce back from a scalp as fast as now.
RG3. RG3.
RG3.
Crazy.
RG3. RG3. And you can't tell me I'm lying. I didn't cut RG3 hair multiple times. I've seen her from a scalp. Don't try to tell me she's not a tight curl waiver, because I know for a fact she is.
Facts.
RG3. And her and the pattern she came back with was better than the old pattern. So come holler at me.
Her bounce back was fast?
Facts.
Yes.
From what patterns we're talking about here?
Bro, she literally
She scalped and went beehive.
Yeah.
What was she before that?
She was beehive. She scalped her beehive to go for I think she wanted to go 540. She scalped that and went back to beehive.
Oh, so she never
Came
competed.
back.
So she bounced back on a pattern that she had previously had?
No. She went to a different pattern and then cut that off and then went to beehive again. Came back quick. Facts.
Listen, wait, G, before you go. She went back to a beehive fast
Yes.
after the 540. The 540
Yes.
come in. Never finished the 540s, correct?
No. She did the 540s.
Did she finish them?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't say to elite status. No, I wouldn't say to
Okay,
elite
so she
status.
didn't finish them. Now, she scalped that and went back beehive and came back fast, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What's fast to y'all?
Bro, I'm gonna be
year?
honest with you. She
A
did.
year?
She finished it. She finished her beehive around the same timeline Jeezy is doing his pattern right now. and y'all would consider,
Jeezy's like a year and a half in.
and y'all saying he moving fast, right? Jeezy damn near at elite. Jeezy at almost, bro. Jeezy's down to what,
Nobody
2
said you was
forks,
moving
bro?
fast, bro. Nobody said you was moving
Jeezy is
fast.
down to like 2 forks in his whole pattern, bro. Come on, now. Let's stop all the buffoonery around this motherfucker. The shenanigans.
And I'm
Come on,
done.
let's just be
Jeezy,
real.
who said you was moving fast?
Hmm?
Who said you was progressing fast?
He said,
I say I progress fast. I would say I came back
about a
pretty.
year.
Yeah, but like my
Over a year
comeback,
now. Over a year.
my comeback was pretty quick, is what I'm saying. My comeback, me getting the waves, me getting my building my crown. I had my crown set for a while now,
Okay.
but the
So,
connections
Bro,
ain't been there. But still, I came back
let,
fast.
right.
I was
let's
battling. Listen, people was calling me out for a
I'm talking
battle.
about bounce back. I'm not talking about bounce back to having waves. I'm talking bounce back to really being like, damn, he there now.
bro. Jeezy been like this for
I was
for a
battling.
minute, bro. What are you talking about?
Listen. I was battling premature for a while now.
All right. Okay. Great. That basically makes my case. Now, again, give me somebody who bounced back fast. That's
I just told you, bro. RG3 was back. RG3 was battling before.
You can't.
If that's the case, like, bro, let's just be real. Jeezy pattern right now is similar to his old pattern. His crown just better.
It's the same angles. I'm talking about RG3. It's the same angle she had. You can't count that as a bounce back. She just restarted her shit. That's all that was.
So that's not a bounce back. That's not a bounce back.
Fuck out.
That's not a bounce back.
Went from 540s to Beehive. You say, damn, he bounced back quick as fuck. Okay, cool. Now you talking about.
So So basically, so what you're saying is. If I was to cut Beehive
pattern and waver to, it's easier for a loose curl pattern and waver to progress faster than a tight curl pattern and waver. And that goes back to what I'm saying in the beginning of the conversation. If you have 12 waves and you're pushing a fork out from the crown to the hairline with 12 waves, or you're pushing it out from a crown to the hairline with 6 waves, it's a faster progress. It's a faster progress.
It's not, bro.
Now, that also being said is this. Now, if I have 12 waves and you have 6 and you have 2 forks, I'm sorry, I have 2 forks and you have 1 fork, that should be a tie.
It's not. It shouldn't. It's not a tie, no matter how you look at that shit, bro. There's not that. So basically, just because I came in first and you literally right on my ass and you second, it should be a tie. Fuck out of here. You got a fork. I got 1. You got 2. And guess what?
I got 2 forks, bro.
And I won.
But at the
end of the day, I won.
Oh, I got it.
What's good, bro?
Who this?
Johnny L, what's good? Arlo bounce back was fast. Yes.
Yeah, what's good, Ben? What's good?
Yes, Arlo's bounce back was crazy.
A looser curl pattern.
No, bro, that's not. No, that's not. No, bro. Just not. That's not what it is, bro. That's not what it is.
What's good, Banks? What's good?
What's going on, Johnny? What's up?
What up, though?
Free world.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm here
Okay,
I'm here to say real quick. Listen, man. It is easier for me to push out a fork. It is easier for me to break one. I can scout today and come back in 6 months with a damn near perfect pattern. It's easier.
Back
It's easier.
to where you at right now.
I've
You
seen
can come
my
back to where you was. Where you
I've
once
seen
was.
I've seen my peers have to take about 6 months to break a fork, move it out.
I'm
I
gonna
tell
be
you,
honest with you, bro. I can't sit here and argue. I can't sit here and say that because, bro, at the end of the day, sometimes it's just you probably found your angle faster than that person found their angle, bro. That's all that is. Sometimes you just you move different, bro. That's it. It's not about the fact that my curl pattern is different than yours. It's just the fact that you actually probably took the time to find the angle that you needed to break that fork. That's all it is.
Yeah, but in order for you to find that angle, you got to keep working at it for a while.
That can be true
Yeah,
as
you
well.
gotta experiment.
That can be true as well.
Yeah. And you're not gonna see progress. You could be hitting that new angle for a month and still not see progress. Does that mean you're not
But at the same time, still, you have to think about this. When you have a pattern, and when you had a pattern for so long, you have muscle memory. And because your muscle memory, you automatically right when you start brushing, you don't think about you don't think about that new angle that you just did. You go back to the way that you started off brushing in the
Hey, so
at
that
the
goes
jump.
that's in your technique. That's your brush work. It ain't nothing to do with
Exactly.
that.
That's what I'm saying. You're penalizing me because my brush work is different from yours. You want to get me fork to wave ratio because my brush work is different from yours.
I'm not
That's what you're
penalizing
telling
you
me.
It's
for
because
that.
it's
I'm
because your
penalizing you
texture
because, like
is
we keep
easier for you to
saying,
work through.
y'all keep going off of brush work. It doesn't matter if you brush 3 hours a day and I brush 3 hours a day. You will progress faster than me.
You're gonna see
That's
progress
not what
faster.
it is, bro.
You're gonna see progress faster.
Just
It means you want something that's better.
perfect example. Perfect example. You literally, this is your argument. This is what you used to tell us all the time about Franklin Weston before you got him on here for the interview. You used to say all the time that you would be in a chat brushing for 3 hours. Frank would come in and brush for 15 minutes and leave.
Yeah.
You want to know why? He knew his angles. He knew what he had to do, and just
That's
say,
not
"Fuck,
why.
I don't have to put
That's
the
not
work
why he
in."
brush like that though.
But bro, when it comes to knowing your angles and knowing what you're supposed to do with your pattern to break what you need to break or progress what you need to progress, you don't have to brush as much as you want, as much as everybody else does.
Yes,
If
you
you
do.
know what you're doing. Not if
Yes,
you
Hold
know
on,
what you're
y'all.
yes,
doing.
you do. Yes, you do, JP.
JP,
Not
you
if
I
you
want
gotta
to
be
bring.
know
I want to
what
objective
you're
bring.
on this,
doing.
man.
I want to
If
bring it
You
up
you
do.
real
Yes, you
quick.
do, JP. Yes, you
go
do.
ahead, bro.
Yes, you
So
do. JP,
if
so
we,
you telling me right now, right? Listen to this. If I know what I'm doing and you know what you're doing, right? We both know our angles, right? So again, I'm brushing 3 hours a day, you brushing an hour a
yes,
day. Who's gonna get there faster?
Person with the looser curl pattern.
That's not true.
That's
That's
not
not
true. I
true.
didn't that
I'm
did you hear
talking.
my
I'm talking.
question?
I'm talking about self.
Okay.
With that being said, I don't. It's a possibility. It's a stronger possibility that you will because you put the 3 hours in.
Facts.
But at the same time, if it comes to the right angles and knowing how to manipulate your hair the right way, you don't have to. You probably don't have to put in that much fucking work, bro. That's like, bro. Perfect example. A lot of people progress with the washing style because your hair moves better when it's wet, right or wrong.
No,
it's a double edged
no,
sword for washing style.
no.
It is.
I mean, I guess you could say that, but I would say that your hair is at its most manipulative state when it's wet. So, yeah, your hair moves better wet. I'll give
That's
you
what I
that.
just said. That's what I
I'll
just
give
said.
you that. I'll give you
So
that.
a lot of people use the washing style to progress, and a lot of
Right.
people use a lot of brushing to progress.
Facts.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's a difference. But wave to fork ratio is just because that's not fucking putting any type of difference in it at all to me. That's just showing me that just because I worked hard, I have one fork, 6 waves. You have 12 waves and 2 forks. We on the same level? Absolutely not.
We are though.
Hey
We
man, you know
are
what's
though.
crazy?
Okay.
I
We
could easily
are.
agree with this and jack that, and I only got 5 ways, but I'm here disagreeing with that shit.
That's what I'm saying. If I got 12 ways and this nigga got 5,
Bruh. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, come
I
on,
don't see
bro.
how you don't get that one.
And he got 1 wave and I got 2.
He only got one
Right,
wave to
sorry,
worry about.
he
That's
got 1
it.
fork and I got
That's
2.
it.
Come on, bro. We
Yeah.
gotta do something. We gotta do something.
JP, how many waves you got, bro?
I got me and you, bro. Probably got the same texture, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wouldn't be mad if you lost to a dude who had 3 waves?
No,
Facts. He
Hell
got
no, I
no
can't
fork. You
sleep.
got
I can't
1.
no.
go to sleep knowing I lost to a dude who got 3 waves.
He got
Bro,
he got 1 fork. You
I'm put
got
it.
2. You
I
ain't
put
mad
it
about
this
that?
way, bro.
Hey,
No, I'm not mad at how I lost. I'm mad that I lost. That's all it is. I don't give a fuck how I lost. I'm mad I got the
but
loss.
if
Nigga,
but if
I
because
win
of
off
your hair
categories. I'm
texture,
a battler. I based off my wins and losses off categories. I'm fighting categories straight like that. I'm not battling other
Bro,
ways. I'm
fuck the
battling
category.
categories.
I'm
So you're
trying to
telling me I
win
lost
it
convincing because
all.
he got
If I
3 waves.
lose,
He got
if I
1 fork.
lose, no
I
matter
got
how I
12
lost,
waves.
I lost.
I
I'm
got
pissed.
2 forks, and they give hip connections over me. I'm tight. I'm tight. I'm tight. I'm tight. I'm tight.
At the end of the day, I lost. If I lose, I lose. I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck what I lost in. I just know I lost. I gotta go in the lab. Period.
Yeah, I feel you. But basically, those of y'all that's in the actual who in that chat, who's in those meetings having those talks, y'all got some debating to do. You got some talking to do. Well, definitely, because you got people who want to do away with the default ratio. And you got people who actually want to keep it. But all I'm saying is, if it stays or if it goes, whatever it is, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Young Wavy Stoughton came back fast, if I'm correct, that is. Let me ask y'all something. Let me say something to you, Mike. And this is what me and JP were just talking about as far as when y'all say come back, what y'all mean by come back? I mean, like actually have waves, like defined waves, or we talking about being almost at an elite status? Like that's different for me. Anybody can get waves in 2 or 3 weeks. You do a walking style, get waves. I just cut my son's hair. He had the curly top. I just cut it and he got waves in 30 minutes. So my thing is this: what are we talking about here? If that's the case, he got the fastest bounce back. My son got the fastest bounce back. If that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So what are we talking about?
Back to a competitive state, I'd say. But that doesn't necessarily mean elite, but being able to like get out there and battle, not like for banner spots, but like, if you want a campaign, something like that, like you're not ashamed to show your pattern off type comeback.
Facts.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that one.
Facts. But I'm talking like I need to see at least that. I need to feel you can beat at least half of the people outside.
Right,
you need to say you back.
Like you can hop on Boney Sunday and not feel ashamed to show your pattern off.
And put some work in. And might get a body too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And not have us boot your ass off.
Like, damn, that boy back. Like, he can't. He back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I break and put forks out quick. You can see it in just 1 year. Hey, all I'm saying is the conversation needs to be had. I want that topic to be brought up in that damn meeting, Jeezy.
Hey, Jeezy, we'll tell them we had it, and then we just leave it at that.
Young Wavy in the building. What's poppin', man? Young Wavy, let me ask you a question. If you were here, you listen to what we're talking about. This man made a comment about you bouncing back fast. Do you think you bounced back fast? Do you think you was at a level where you could say, yo, I'm back? You know what I'm saying? Or you just feel like, yeah, I got some waves, I'm waved up, but I'm not necessarily back yet. Because we all know there's a difference. Back to a semi-elite pattern, established crowd, and connects nice flow. I agree. Yes. That's how I feel. Like I agree with that. The bounce back is there. Man, listen, hey Uzi, man, they don't listen. Most real true free will wavers could use the comb if they really wanted to and be busting. I've witnessed it. That's a fact.
Ain't lying.
That's a fact.
He ain't lying, man. I could literally throw away all my brushes right now and still be able to keep up.
Damn.
Facts. I've witnessed that too. Niggas be putting them combs out and going in. See my nigga Jay Goodenough put them combs out and go to work in the chat. Put them and go to work in that chat. Like, damn, man. Like, yeah, I've been just combing.
Combing the fuck out of them 2 waves.
Yeah, right. Hey, yo, off topic real quick, man. Who went out and streamed that new R. Kelly album? I admit it.
I heard it.
I admit it. Is it slapping?
Bro, I don't know if slapping's the word you want to use, but it's something.
iTunes took it off. iTunes took it off.
It's not fire, but it's catchy. I'm gonna say that.
It's not fire, but it's what?
The lyrics are, compared to his other work, I'm saying garbage. It's trash.
He just freestyle on that shit. Seem like you just
yeah. But overall, it's catchy.
Yes, I feel like
I was bobbing my head and realizing I was.
So R. Kelly had studio time in jail?
That's what I said. Did he do this before he went? Because if he did this before he went, why you over here talking about we killing you? Like you admitted it. I mean, I didn't understand it. I said the same thing.
I feel like I don't know. I mean, because people write songs a lot of songs in a day.
They do, but it's not mixed
people
and
normally when
mastered.
they go to the album, when ready to drop an album, they got about 100 songs,
Yep.
and they drop it down to 15. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I get that if they unreleased some stuff that he had, some throwaways in a sense that somebody put together. I want to know who was in charge of that. Who
Well,
put
I'd be
that
mad as
together?
hell if I'm in prison and my agent do that.
I don't know. Who
Boy,
got access to these songs?
boy. All chances of him getting out. I mean, I don't think he had any, but I mean, he definitely ain't got nothing now.
Yeah, his case already been like. I mean, he's on appeal right now, but he already got sentenced though.
Yeah, shoot. Go ahead and throw that appeal out. That's stupid.
So that
You done admitted to everything, bro. Like, what?
Has anybody else heard this? In the comments? Anybody else heard this R. Kelly album? Like, it's lit right now. R.
Bro,
Kelly is up.
They took it off of Apple Music. The only place it has it now is YouTube.
Oh, okay. So
I
somebody
was just about to say that.
and they got
Yep.
it there.
Yeah. Now I wonder why they took it off of Apple though.
Why they take it off?
That exactly. I wonder why they took it off of Apple. Because YouTube gonna have it regardless.
What? Wait a minute. Let me see something.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We can get down to the facts right now.
Yeah. That's crazy. So Smitty was telling me about it, and I was like, okay, where's it at? Apple Music. Well, I was looking for about 20 minutes.
Okay, all right. It's coming right up. So we're gonna type his name in. All right. It says a collection of new songs from R. Kelly that briefly. Hold on. All right. A new collection of songs from R. Kelly that briefly appeared on Spotify and Apple Music on Friday was unauthorized and released of stolen music. The incarcerated R&B singer attorney said. Jennifer, Bonjean, lawyer of Kelly, told Washington Post that the 13-track album is music of Mr. Kelly's is in the hands of people who should not have it. The songs, all recorded before Kelly's imprisonment, appeared on all the digital platforms Friday, were taken down within hours, leaving many listeners surprised and confused.
Damn.
That's what it is. It was stolen. It was stolen, and they released it. Now, again, somebody made some money.
They did. Oh, they made a bag.
Somebody made a quick, maybe 100 racks or more. You know what I'm saying?
They made a bag. But I mean, regardless,
somebody came out on top of that.
they just snitched on Kelly themselves and said he made that before he got convicted. Therefore, he accepted what he did. He admitted it. I mean, damn.
Good luck to him. What time is it? Oh, it's 3:00.
It's 3. Yeah, it's too much time, but
I got what's the name? I got a phone call I gotta make.
yeah, that's crazy.
I gotta get off here. I gotta talk to somebody. I just found this graphic design chick at this pop-up shop. I'm supposed to have a consultation at 2:00. Damn.
Okay.
I gotta get off here. We got talking. I'll be back. I'll be back here, but I'll be in the chat version later. Definitely gotta get this done today. Gotta get these sessions in today. Niggas just talking heavy. Niggas got the beyond me. Shit's jumping out here. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Peace.
All right, bro. All right, y'all. I'm getting out of here. I got some shit I gotta handle, man. I gotta make a phone call. Somebody at 2:00. I'm late. I'm sorry. I apologize to these people. She probably looking for me. What we doing? Come on. Yeah, I gotta go. Oh my gosh, he hit me too. I gotta go. All right, y'all. I can tell with y'all, man.